Baseball live with K13 Media. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth set up right behind home plate on what is a beautiful-looking ball field here today. But, man, oh, man, about 5 hours ago, I thought we were going to bring the John boats out here and kind of go around the bases with some paddles because it looked like a pond. But, boy, this crew here today, Coach Blake Parrott and his coaching staff, these players, they have worked their tails off since a little after 12 o'clock today out here on this ballpark to get us ready. And thankfully, we are just about ready for tonight's game as the Pirates are back at home on a Friday night to take on the Redskins from Social Circle High School. Good evening, everyone. I'm Chad Feltman with K13 Media, again inside the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth. To my right this evening, Mr. Greg Parrott is in the house. To my left, Chris Childress is here, and Michael Penn, who we're thinking might be our good luck charm, is back here tonight producing and directing for us. Michael's first game back since the opening night in McIntosh last week. By the way, that's been the lone win for the Pirates this year. So we'll see if Michael Penn, our producer and director, is our Pirate good luck charm here this evening. But Greg Parrott, as always, great to have you here with us on the broadcast tonight. It did not look good or look pretty earlier, but boy, it looks great right now for some high school baseball.
Yes, it does. Field looks good. The temperature, like you said, 75 degrees. The wind is not blowing at all. And I'm going to predict a win tonight because Michael's back.
Hey, I like it. Sounds good.
I'm looking at 7-3.
Greg Parrott going a 7-3 victory here tonight. Chris Childress, the third member of our broadcast team. Great to have you back here this evening. He is camped out all the way to the left of the broadcast table. And when I say camped out, man, he's got his nice lounge chair here, his camping chair. All he needs is a fishing pole and a cooler beside him, and I think he'd be in heaven over there. Well, he might be in heaven anyway.
Well, guys, I got the camo chair and the camo hat. That's where we are. I tell you what, it smells like paint. And that's because right in front of us, Coach Parrott just got finished painting the plate, painting the mound. I'm going to give a shout-out, got to, and usually you don't give shout-outs to the coaches, but since noon today, Coach Parrott, Coach Chapman, Coach Beebe, Coach Pierce, they have been out here working their rear ends off so we could get in some baseball.
And it looks fantastic. Michael Penn and I got here today about 1:05 because we were supposed to have a doubleheader here today. We were supposed to take on East Coweta at 3 o'clock, but when we got over here today around 1:05, I didn't even know if we were going to play tonight's game. That's how much in jeopardy it was. There was so much water on this infield, especially between first and second and third on the dirt portion of the field. It just was not looking good. But like I said, from 1:05 until literally right now, Coach Parrott's walking here behind home plate. He just finished painting the batter's boxes. It has been a nonstop effort to make sure we could get at least one game here this evening. And that one game we're hoping is going to be a good one as the Pirates are getting ready to welcome the Social Circle Redskins here to town tonight. Our first pitch is scheduled for 6 p.m., so we got a few minutes to spare before we get tonight's ball game started. When we come back from our first break, we'll bring you tonight's starting lineups. We'll also talk about what's coming up next for the Pirates after this evening. So we're just getting things started, and we are glad to have you with us here this evening as K13 Media's live coverage of Pirate Baseball live from the Jack in Zebulon here on a Friday night.
Truck Month is back at Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Jackson. And we're celebrating by offering savings up to $19,000 off the sticker price on select 2026 Ram 1500 models. Qualified buyers can even take advantage of 0% financing for 60 months. Be sure to shop our huge online inventory at countrysideautomotive.com. And let's find your new ride at Countryside. I-75 exit 205 and Highway 16 in Jackson, Georgia.
Tonight's coverage of Pike County Pirate Baseball being presented in part by Christ Chapel Community Church here in Zebulon, right behind us on Highway 19. Pastor Billy Smith and the church would like to invite you to service this Sunday. 3 services every single Sunday morning at Christ Chapel, and we are very, very happy and honored and proud to have the great folks from Christ Chapel on board here with us this evening. All right, we're back inside the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth right behind home plate, and let's go ahead and give you tonight's starting lineups. First off tonight for the Social Circle Redskins, here's how the Redskins will start it this evening. It'll be their pitcher in the leadoff spot tonight. Number 20, Garrett Brooks will lead things off, followed by the right fielder Ian Miller, and the second baseman Braden Allen will be the first three due up. 4, 5, and 6 for the Redskins. The first baseman Cooper Davis will bat cleanup, and Logan Moss will be the DH batting fifth, and Jake Frazier will be the third baseman batting sixth. Bottom third of the order, the shortstop Zach Smallwood will bat seventh, the center fielder Barrett Bramlett will bat eighth, and the left fielder Jake Blankenship will bat in the number 9 spot. So there you are for Social Circle. Now to give you the starting lineup tonight for the Pike County Pirates, here's Chris Childress.
All right. Well, Chad, tonight we've got Walker Stiltner at third base leading off. Got Jarrett Morris out in right field, number 5. MT Moody is going to be in the 3-hole. This will be the second night in a row that you're going to see MT in the 3-hole playing out in center field. Over at first base, number 15, Cooper Brown. DHing tonight for Alan Majors, who's going to be on the bump, is number 13, Sawyer Selman. Behind the plate, Majors is going to be throwing to 24, Gabe Bowden, batting in the 6-hole. In the 7-hole, you've got Zane Garner, number 11, going to be playing over at second base. And then back over at shortstop after a few games after scooting to third base, he's going to scoot back over to short. Batted in the 7-hole, that's number 16, Kobe Ivester. And then finishing up the lineup is number 7, Lyric Scott, out in center field. That's Walker Stiltner, Jarrett Morris, MT Moody, Cooper Brown, Sawyer Selman, Gabe Bowden, Zane Garner, Kobe Ivester, and Lyric Scott.
Well, there you have it, your starting lineups this evening as the head coaches are meeting at home plate, swapping lineup cards for the Pirates, of course, led by head coach Blake Parrott. And for the Redskins of Social Circle, they are led by head coach Chris Davis. First game for the Pirates since Tuesday. We fell against Locust Grove on Tuesday, 9-3 here at the Jack. We're on a 4-game losing streak, but again, we believe we've got our good luck charm here with us tonight with Michael Penn, our producer and director, his first game back since we won the opener last week at McIntosh. Social Circle, they had a big win on Wednesday, 14-1. They took down Alcovey. That was on Wednesday, so they are currently sitting at 4-2 on the season. The Pirates are sitting at 1-4 on the season. Again, 6 p.m. our scheduled first pitch. Looks like we're going to be really close to hitting that right on the head. Again, as the two head coaches are meeting here at home plate, swapping their lineup cards. A beautiful night here in Pike County. This evening, the Pirates are going to be to our right. They're going to be down the first base line. And they've got on those bright red jerseys, the white pants, and the black hats. To our left, Social Circle, they've got on red jerseys as well. They've got on white pants and red and white hats. So you got a lot of red here this evening. Greg, what would you say the shade on the Pirates over there, if you had to compare it to the shade of Social Circle? You got two reds, but they are not quite identical.
Social Circle is more of a real red. We got a little orange tint to our red.
There you have it. So
there you go.
That's a good good description. When I look down here to my left at Social Circle, I see the Anaheim Angels from Major League Baseball. It's kind of that true red.
Yeah.
And then when I look over here to my right, this Pike County, it's like a really, really, really darker, not quite a burgundy, but more of a, I don't know, maybe a deeper red, if you want to go with that, if that makes sense. But I don't know, 2 red jerseys, 2 white pants. Hopefully we can keep up with it here this evening. But again, Pike County to our right, and they'll be down the first base line. Social Circle is to our left, down the third base line. 75 degrees here in Zebulon this evening, and we are just minutes away from the national anthem and getting this ball game ready. And again, before we get started, one more time, Coach Blake Parrott, Chris Childress, you mentioned it a moment ago, this entire coaching staff, all the players have spent the last 6 hours getting this ball field ready. And if you're just now arriving to the ballpark, you wouldn't even know it rained here today. But at 1:05, when we got here to start setting up, it was flooded. But now, a masterpiece here at the Jack.
Shoot, let me tell you, I mean, they were literally dragging it 25 minutes ago. They were painting it 20 minutes ago, and here we are at game time. Now, I don't believe that either team was able to get in their usual infield, outfield, but they got a lot of work in the outfield before the game to make sure they were properly warmed up before pregame, before the game started. But I tell you what, you would not know that you could fish on this field about 5 hours ago.
Yeah, that's a good point, man. I thought we was going to do some trout fishing.
I brought my camo chair.
You know, we do got on the camo hats here today, so it was looking like we were going to have a chance to do some fishing earlier.
We got to get Michael a camo hat.
Yeah.
Well, at least he's got a Georgia Bulldog hat on.
Yeah.
He does have good quality and good taste.
Well, he forgot to bring a chair. He's actually sitting in a chair that my wife had to bring me one so Michael could have a place to sit.
I think we could take care of that and make
Look,
that
so
happen.
long as he takes care of all this producing and stuff, man, we'll give him whatever he needs.
He's got a big old head like I do, so I can tell you this. If Blake Parrott was able to find a hat big enough to fit me, Michael Penn, you're going to be just fine too. So, all right, we are just about ready to get this ball game going here today. We've got our PA announcer Michael Moody. Once again, he is going through the starting lineups. First for the Social Circle Redskins, who are coming out of the dugout, and they are lining up down the third base line. Again, Social Circle sitting at 4-2 on the season. Pike County sitting at 1-5. Excuse me, 1-4. 1-4.
Yep.
Sorry about that. We had our game earlier today canceled against East Coweta, the 3 o'clock game, and that game has been rescheduled. Chris Childress will give us the details on that makeup game a little bit later on here in the broadcast. Right now, let's turn it over to our PA announcer, Michael Moody, and meet tonight's starting lineup for the Pike County Pirates.
Leading off, playing third base, number 17, Walker Stilton. Batting second, playing right field, number 5, Jarrett Morris. Batting third, playing left field, number 3, M.T. Moody. Batting fourth, playing first base, number 15, Cooper Brown. Batting fifth, the designated hitter for the Pirates, number 13, Sawyer Self. Batting sixth and catching, number 24, Gabe Allen. Batting seventh, playing second base, number 11, Zane Gardner. Batting eighth and playing shortstop, number 16, Kobe Ivester. Batting ninth, playing center field, number 7, Lyric Scott. And your starting pitcher for tonight, number 9, Alan Majors. The Pirates are coached by Brandon Harrison, Michael Pierce, Craig Chapman, and led by head coach Blake Parrott. And now, fans, if you are able, would you please stand as we pay tribute to our country with the playing of the national anthem.
All right, and just like that, we are ready to play ball here tonight in Zebulon. Glad to have you all on the broadcast alongside of Greg Parrott, Chris Childress, and Michael Penn. I'm Chad Feltman in the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth, and we are just about ready for the first pitch. And, of course, as soon as we get ready for the national anthem, we start to get a few raindrops here tonight, but I think that's all we're going to get, hopefully, just enough to make the ink on our papers run a little bit.
Yeah, I had a couple raindrops on my scorebook already. While they were right in the middle of the national anthem, we've got the table going backwards. We've got the out. I'm over here on my hands and knees trying to push the outlets back up under the table as we sit right under an awning and in between the press box and the concession stand and the block wall that separates the fans from the field. We're in that little wedge, got just enough hanging over us to kind of hide the table, and then just enough where some rain could come in, and, man, it drizzled on us just a little bit.
See, everybody thinks we just sit here and look pretty. They don't get to see the work that goes on here on the broadcast. Well, we're glad to have everybody here with us. Let's go ahead one more time and tell you how the Pirates are going to line up defensively here this evening in the outfield. M.T. Moody is in left. Lyric Scott is in center. Jarrett Morris is in right. On the infield tonight, Walker Stiltner is at third. Kobe Ivester is the shortstop. Zane Gardner is at second base. Cooper Brown is over at first. Behind the plate is Gabe Bowden. And on the mound tonight, he will wear number 9. Chris Childress, give us the scouting report on Alan Majors.
Well, man, it is awesome to have Alan on the mound. Alan's a junior, Pike County Pirate. A pitcher that's returning from last year. Not much of what we've seen yet this season. We have been a lot of sophomore-heavy arms. But, again, Majors is a junior. He stands tall and lanky on a mound, probably 6'2", 6'3" is what I'm looking at, and comes down from the right side, just right from over the top. He's going to present to us a nice fastball, curveball, and a good-looking changeup. He's working on a 4th pitch, and we're just going to wait and see what that might be. I wasn't able to get it out of him. But if Majors is on like he was last year, he should be able to dominate on the bump tonight.
Well, it's our first time seeing Majors starting this season for our broadcast. Again, he'll wear number 9, tall righty out there, and the first 3 due up he will face for Social Circle will be the pitcher, Garrett Brooks, the right fielder, Ian Miller, and the second baseman, Braden Allen. 1, 2, 3 due up. Well, folks, 5 hours ago, it didn't look like there was a chance we were going to play any baseball here tonight in Zebulon, but here we are, ready to go as the Pirates take on the Redskins from Social Circle High School. The lights are on. It is overcast out towards straightaway center and left field. Clouds are breaking here behind us, behind home plate. Field looks great. Fans are filing in, and we are ready to go. Major is going to work out of the wind, and there's the first pitch of the ball game. We are underway from Zebulon. Tonight's first pitch at 6:03. It is 75 degrees here at the Jack in Zebulon. We are officially underway. The pitcher, Garrett Brooks, right-handed batter in the box. 1-0, swung on and missed. Good fastball from Majors, blew it right by him to even the count at 1-1.
He had some mustard on that tater.
He definitely reared back and brought that one. Even count. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Another fastball, another strike. This time, this one sitting a little under the knees of Garrett Brooks. One-two count. Here it is. Fastball upstairs and off the mitt of the catcher, Gabe Bowden. Again, we were supposed to get a doubleheader here today, but our 3 o'clock game got washed out. Well, technically it didn't get washed out. The field was just too bad to play on, so there was no chance to take on East Coweta earlier today. We'll get them next week at their place, and then we'll get them back here during spring break. 2-2 is going to be slapped out towards shallow right, and should be fairly easy. It is. Jarrett Morris was playing in right field, and that is the first down here in the top of the first inning. A lazy fly ball to right. And the leadoff man is retired here for the Redskins. So 1 up, 1 down, and now to bring up the right fielder, this is number 6, Ian Miller, first left-handed batter. Here in the lineup tonight for the Redskins, again, who are sitting at 4-2 overall on the season. First pitch fouled off at the plate. Social Circle 4-2. They represent Region 4, Class Single A.
There you go. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Region 4, Class Single A, and Division 1. Of course, our Single A division in GHSA baseball is broken up in between Division 1 and Division 2 because there's so many Single A teams. So they are part of Division 1, Region 4, Single A. Well, good changeup, swung on and missed.
They have already seen Mary Persons this year. They've split the series with MP. Mary Persons is a team that Pike's seen perennially. Locust Grove also played Mary Persons and blew them out.
Here's the pitch. This one is jacked down the right field line. It's going to get down all the way to the fence. Jarrett Morris with a long way to track it down. He's got to pick it up, and he'll get it back in quickly. And it's going to be a 1-out double off the bat of Ian Miller. He turned on that one, sent it over the head of Morris, who was playing in right field, and it rolled all the way to the fence. And now Social Circle has a runner in scoring position. Their first base hit of the ball game, a double by their right fielder, Ian Miller. Well, both of these teams have one common opponent so far on their schedule. That was Locust Grove. Of course, we just played Locust Grove on Tuesday. We lost 9-3. I want to say Social Circle lost like 16-4 or 16 to something. I know they gave up 16 in their loss to Locust Grove, so that's the only common ground we have on the two teams here tonight. As a second baseman, Braden Allen, another right-handed batter, digs in. First pitch, good fastball for a strike.
Well, again, Social Circle did put up a pretty good split series against MP, and then if you're going to kind of gauge too, Locust Grove blew out Mary Person. So it ought to be a competitive game today.
Here comes the 0-1 from Majors. Chopper out toward short, 2 hops, good play. Ivester, plenty of time on the throw to first. Kobe Ivester made it look easy. Thought about charging in and taking it on 1 hop. Instead, he settled back, waited on that second hop, and then fired a strike across the diamond, and that's the second out of the inning. So 6-3 on the put out. And there's now 2 quick outs here in the top of inning number 1. I would love to see us get out of the first inning without giving up a run.
Well, let me tell you something. These jerseys are mighty similar to the JV jerseys, and JV went 2-0 yesterday in this park against Stars Mill. So maybe these jerseys are hot. Let's keep it going.
First pitch fastball taken outside for a strike to the first baseman, Cooper Davis.
I'm glad to see Ivers to fill that ball and make a good throw. Put a little confidence in his back pocket.
I think taking that second hop really was the thing that helped him on that, helped him set. Didn't have to rush it. Took a good clean hop right around his chest. Social Circle with 2 down, runner at second. We're in the top of the first inning, just underway from the Jack in Zebulon on a 75-degree Friday night. Cooper Davis at the plate. Another left-handed batter. Here comes the 0-1 from Majors in the dirt. This one scoots away from Bowden just far enough up the first base line. And it's going to allow Ian Miller to advance 90 feet. So now the first run of the ball game stands down at third base for the Redskins.
He's not the first run yet, Chad.
Well, the first potential run.
Yeah.
We'll put it that way. 1-1 count. Majors now back to the wind. Foul tipped off the face mask of Bowden right here in front of us. Thought Greg Parrott was going to get him a souvenir behind home plate.
Yeah, it made me jump just a little bit.
Gabe with that mouth eating that baseball at the beginning of the season, missing the first couple games. That might be the first shot he's taken to the face since he's been back in the lineup.
Majors with a 1-2, right back up the middle to him. He knocks it down and an easy flip over to first. And that'll do it for the Redskins. In the top of the first inning, they get a double by Ian Miller, but he is left stranded at third. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left on. We are done with the top of the first. No score here in Zebulon.
Dedication, compassion, and integrity. We've got the experience and expertise. When you need some help and you feel like there's nowhere to go, you can count on us for everything you need to know. The Sellers Law Firm, where clients become family.
Tonight's coverage of Pirate Baseball being presented by Express Sanitation Services. Want to give a big shout out to Kyle Cagliani and the team at Express for their support of K13 Media. Kyle's a big listener of ours, always tuned in to the broadcast and sharing our post. And want to say thank you so much for the support from Kyle and everybody at Express Sanitation Services. Folks, you've seen them all around the Spalding and Pike County areas, those big black trash cans with the red lids on the side of the road. Those are Express Sanitation trash cans. Be sure to contact Express Sanitation Services about being one of their new members and having your trash picked up by Express Sanitation Services. Going to the bottom of the first inning, no score. Pirates are going to send up the third baseman, Walker Stiltner, the right fielder, Jarrett Morris, and the left fielder, M.T. Moody. Defensively here for Social Circle today, here's how they're going to line up in the outfield. It's going to be Jake Blankenship in left, Barrett Bramlett in center, Ian Miller is in right, Jake is over at third. How do you pronounce that last name, Chris?
Frazier.
Jake Frazier. It is not spelled like Frazier, I promise you that. Zach Smallwood's at short, Braden Allen at second, Cooper Davis at first, Corey Lilly behind the plate, and doing the pitching will be a right-hander, Garrett Brooks, and Chris Childress has the rundown and scouting report on Mr. Brooks.
Brooks, tall, lanky, 6'2" or so, righty, kind of similar to Majors. A junior is going to present a fastball, though he starts us with something off speed. does have a changeup, does have a curveball, and we may see a knuckleball this evening.
Well, he fired in a first pitch curveball to Stiltner for a strike. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled out of play. Fastball, and it's quickly 0-2.
He's coming right at him.
First two pitches are right there, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the coach spoke really highly of Garrett, and on the mound, he's a leadoff hitter, and he's on the bump. He may be their Mr. Everything.
He's ahead 0-2. Here it comes. Fastball a little high and outside, and it's 1-2. Again, first three due up for the Pirates: Stiltner, Morris, and Moody. If anybody should reach, Cooper Brown will bat fourth. 1-2 is in the dirt, and a good take there by Stiltner. And it was the count at 2-2 strikes. Again, both teams in red jerseys, both teams in white pants. Good luck keeping them apart tonight. 2-2 is lifted out towards straightaway center field. Now shifting over toward right center is going to be Barrett Bramlett, and he'll put it away in shallow center for the first out. Somebody did not get the memo about uniform combos here tonight.
Well, at least the Pirates, they have they have black, mixed in with their red. So the Pirates are in cursive across the chest of Pike County. So that's a distinguishing factor. While you can barely kind of even see the red on the front of Social Circle's jerseys.
Jarrett Morris swings through a first pitch curveball. It's 0-1. Pirates do have that black outline on their letters and numbers. Here's the 0-1 pitch. 0-2 as he wasn't able to check his swing as that one bounced in front of the plate. And now Morris is behind, 2 strikes.
I think he's going to get a curveball once again right here.
Well, the first two seem to work well for Garrett Brooks. Why not try it again?
Oh, yeah.
Morris about midway through the box. Here's the 0-2. Fastball low and inside. And it's 1-2. Again, Social Circle has the red and white hats. Pirates in their black and red hats tonight. 1-2 count to Jarrett Morris. Here's the wind and the pitch. Outside, and it's 2-2. I like that black on red combo here for Pike County. They got the V-neck jerseys on, too, not the jerseys that button down. Big, black, bold letters with a white trim. Black and red hats. That is a good look for Pike County. 2-2 count to Jarrett Morris. Here comes the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him with a curve. And down goes Morris. First strikeout of the ball game for Garrett Brooks. Second out of the inning. And it'll bring up the Pirate left fielder, M.T. Moody, wearing number 3, batting in the third spot tonight, playing out in left field. He'll come to the plate, 2 outs, nobody on, lights are on, sun setting, clouds look like they're breaking up. First pitch on the way to M.T. is a fastball high, and there's ball 1. Again, we were supposed to play a doubleheader here today. Our 3 o'clock game against East Coweta was postponed. 1-0 bounces across the plate. It's 2-0. So coming up next for the Pirates after today, we'll be right back here at home on Tuesday to take on Upson Lee High School. That'll be a Tuesday night, 6 p.m. first pitch. Here comes the 2-0. Downstairs, it's 3-0.
That's the good old Highway 19 rivalry.
They got a great ballpark, too, man. I love it every chance we should go down to Silvertown Ballpark in Thomaston. Just an old-school kind of park. Beautiful place down in Upson. 3-0 to MT. There's a strike at the knees on the inside corner, and it's 3-1.
Yeah, I don't think we get a chance to get over there to Silvertown this year. Upson Lee looks like they're just come to us.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch. And there's ball 4. Missed with a fastball downstairs. And that is the first base runner of the game for the Pirates. It's a 2-out walk from M.T. Moody. And it'll bring up the first baseman, Cooper Brown, who comes to the plate with Soundgarden playing in the background as his walk-up song.
Man, Cooper Brown coming into 4-hole, playing first for Pike County. Cooper Davis in the 4-hole, playing at first for Social Circle.
And Brown is at the very front of the batter's box. First pitch on the way to him is up in his eyes, and there's ball 1. Cooper Brown wearing number 15. Batting in the cleanup spot. 2 outs, runner on first here in the bottom of the first, just underway. No score. 1-0 is in for a strike. He was the count at 1-1. Looked a little high, but Garrett Brooks, the pitcher for Social Circle, got the call to even the count.
Steve McDaniel behind the plate today.
Here comes the 1-1. Fouled off to the backstop, and it's 1-2. What's your relationship with Steve? I know you and your home plate umpires this year have become best friends in every game. Y'all fishing this weekend or anything, or hanging out?
You know, they called one yesterday for JV2. Steve was out here. I had the opportunity to say hello to him. Him and Bobby Harris was out here as well. I don't know why I just know all these blues, but maybe I'm like Greg and that just kind of get to know everybody.
1-2 is chopped at the plate, and it's going to roll foul about halfway down the third base line. Garrett Brooks, the pitcher, and Corey Lilly chased it all the way over to the chalk, and it just barely rolled foul.
Steve's been playing, has been bluing since the 90s, right, Greg?
Steve has been here a while. When we moved here in '94, me and him coached Pee Wee football together.
There you go. Over 30 years.
Wow.
1-2 count to Cooper Brown. 2 outs runner at first here in the bottom of the first. Garrett Brooks out of the stretch. The pitch, strike 3 call. He froze Cooper Brown with a fastball down around the knees, and that will do it for the Pirates. So both teams get a runner on in their first at bat, but both teams leave one stranded. We are through one here at the Jack in Zebulon. No score. Pike County Pirate baseball tonight from K13 Media.
Roofing, gutters, concrete, fencing, siding, and painting. That's just a sample of the services offered by Advanced Roofing and Interiors. Advanced Roofing and Interiors is also a Master Elite certified company. Only 2% of all roofing companies in the U.S. can say that. They also offer the best warranties in the business. 25 years on labor, 50-year manufacturer warranties. If you need work done around your home, office, or church, go with the best. Advanced Roofing and Interiors.
Tonight's coverage of Pike County Baseball is being presented in part by Henson's Outdoor Services. I want to say good evening and hello to Jonathan Henson. They are a locally owned lawn care company offering mowing, pine straw, and gutter cleaning. On time, dependable, and detail-focused. Book today. Your home will thank you. And if your lawn's messy, well, guess what? Your gutters are even worse. Henson's Outdoor Services can fix both. Mowing, pine straw, gutter cleaning, and more. Call Jonathan Henson today before the HOA calls you. Top of the second inning, no score. Beautiful Friday night here in Zebulon alongside of Greg Parrott, Chris Childress, and Michael Penn. I'm Chad Feltman. We're live tonight inside the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth right behind home plate. Social Circle to our left this evening. Got a pretty good crowd here with them. How about, what, an hour and a half, 2-hour drive from out toward the Lake Oconee area, Covington area. They are here with us this evening, and, of course, a good packed house tonight for the Pirate fans to our right. Stands are just about all the way full. Got a great crowd along the concrete retaining wall behind home plate. And here we go to the top of inning number 2. It's going to be the designated hitter, Logan Moss. Jake Frazier, the third baseman, and the shortstop, Zach Smallwood. First 3 due up. It'll be 5, 6, 7 here for the Redskins. And, again, they are going to be facing Allen Majors. The righty for the Pirates going to work out of the wind and fires a first pitch fastball low and inside for ball 1.
The Braves start tomorrow, don't they?
Yes, sir. First preseason game is going to be against the Twins, I believe. Michael Penn is what we saw earlier today. Michael's going to look it up for us. This one's fouled off. It's 1-1. I know they're going to be on TV Sunday. The Braves and Gray Media signed a deal a couple of days ago to air 15 spring training games over the air. Free TV, no streaming, no packages needed for some spring training baseball.
Man, that feels like some TBS stuff from back in the day.
1-1 fastball misses inside. They'll actually take on the Tampa Bay Rays tomorrow. What time was that tomorrow? 1:05. That one will not be televised. But the Sunday game against the Twins at 1:05 will be televised.
What channel?
That's the Peachtree Network, Atlanta News First, something. As this one's popped up toward the right side of the infield. It's going to be Zane Gardner back with his feet on the grass in a shallow right field. He'll put it away. But, yeah, 15 spring training games. You don't need a streaming app. You don't need a subscription. You don't need cable TV. It's over the air. Can't wait to watch some Braves baseball this weekend, tomorrow at 1:05.
I love that because, you know, there's been the satellite provider and the team, you know, whatever the professional sports teams were, that there's been this blackouts and blah, blah, blah. It looks like they have nipped that in the bud and going back local, might as well put an antenna back on the house.
I love it.
Jake Frazier, the third baseman, takes a first pitch fastball for a ball. 1-0 misses high and tight near his eyes, and it's 2-0. Well, of course, the Braves have still not announced who will be providing coverage of their regular season, but I was talking with Michael Penn earlier today as we were on our way. You got to believe the Braves are at a point where they're just going to start their own network. I believe the St. Louis Cardinals have done it. Here comes the 2-0 to Frazier. Slapped over toward right in the hole. Gardner's able to shift that way and get over to first in time for the second out. But some other teams have started their own sports networks. And I was talking with Michael today. I'm like, if you're the Braves, why not? Why would you let somebody else cash in on your product? Create your own app. Create your own service. If you charge $15 or $20, whatever, it is what it is. But I would not want to give up my revenue to another provider. That's just my thoughts on it.
Especially as big as the Braves nation is.
Yes. Smallwood digs into the plate with 2 outs, takes the first pitch fastball for a ball. It's 1-0, 2 outs, nobody on here in the second.
The Braves have always been known as America's team back in the day with TBS.
1-0 catches the corner. It's 1-1. Good fastball from Allen Majors, working downhill out of the windup. 2 down, nobody on at the top of the second. This one's hit off his fist. Slow roller to Gardner. He's got a chance to make all 3 plays this inning, and he does.
All right, Garner.
How about the inning for Zane Gardner? He catches a pop fly in shallow right and takes care of a couple of ground balls, and it's a 1-2-3 top of the second for Allen Majors and the Pike County Pirates. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left stranded. We go to the bottom of the second. No score in Zebulon.
Top-rate electrical repair and installation can make all the difference in your home or business. That's why you need the best in the business, Enlightening Electric. They're available 24/7, licensed, insured, and bonded, and provide the very best electrical services. See for yourself. Just one click to enlighteningelectric.com will show all the services they offer. Free estimates are also available. Experience and expertise. It's not just electric, it's Enlightening Electric.
Tonight's coverage of Pike County Pirate Baseball being presented by Childress and Justice Injury Attorneys. They are also the proud sponsor of our Player of the Game Award here tonight. Chris Childress is here with us this evening. We had a chance to go over today and spend about 3 hours at the Zebulon location. We found out today, Greg, that apparently good attorneys don't work after 12 o'clock on Fridays. We go pulling up in the parking lot. He's nowhere to be found. We spend 3 hours in his office.
Ball field.
Just having fun today, hanging out. So glad to have Chris Childress, not only a sponsor of the broadcast, but here. And a matter of fact, he'll be bringing you the play-by-play coming up in the top of the third inning.
Look, not the Friday mornings are for writing checks.
That's right, baby. When you win as many cases as Childress and Justice does, you have to spend half a day Friday writing checks to your clients.
That's right. We take the rest of the day off.
Here comes the 1-0 pitch. It's downstairs to Sawyer Selman, the DH. He is leading off for the Pirates here in the bottom of the second. It'll be Selman, Bowden, and Gardner. 2-0. Curveball, and a good one, caught the outside corner to the lefty, Sawyer Selman. It's 2-1.
This young man here, Garrett Brooks, he's a good-looking pitcher. He's got command of all of his pitches.
He's working out of the windup. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. That one's a little low, and it's 3-1.
Well, that was the first time I think he's shown that changeup. It was actually a pretty good change as it just caught across the top of the plate. So now he's shown us the fastball, the changeup, and the curveball.
3-1, swung on and missed. Blew a fastball right by Selman. May have been ball 4 off the outside corner of the plate. But again, Selman is a left-handed batter facing a right-handed pitcher. Full count. Here it comes. Foul tipped at the plate. Last game we were here, Ashton Owens was our Childress and Justice Player of the Game. Had a great night pitching in relief against Locust Grove. Last week, I believe it was Mr. Stevens.
It was Braden Stevens. Yeah, Braden Stevens, a sophomore that got the call on Tuesday, showed up on Wednesday, and got player of the game Wednesday evening.
The 3-2 misses high and outside, and there's ball 4, and the leadoff man is on for the Pirates. So,
well,
all of our Player of the Game Award winners are going to get a free gift certificate to Ruth's Restaurant here in Zebulon. Michael Penn and I had a chance to eat over there earlier today. Big shout out to Katie, who is our server today. The chicken tenders were amazing, but man, I really love those catfish bites. Oh, that's some good stuff there. Gabe Bowden digs in, shows bunt, gets it down, right back to the mound. Throw to second is in time. Bowden, a one-hopper right to the pitcher, Garrett Brooks, who was flying off the rubber. And about midway to home plate, he was able to take that bunt on one bounce and then fired a strike to second to get the lead runner.
I was just about to say before he come up there. I was going to say, watch for the bunt here.
He got it down. It just popped up in a perfect spot. As now Samaje Smith is going to be the courtesy runner for the catcher, Gabe Bowden. But, yeah, I want to give a big thank you to the folks at Roos, Ryan Landry and the team. They always take great care of us when we come in. And, man, today we just had a great lunch before the ball game, and even had a chance to throw down some strawberry shortcake and some hot apple pie. It was so good. And, again, tonight's player of the game, they will be able to go and experience Roof's Restaurant for free. Compliments of Childress and Justice.
You know, I was just going to do varsity player of the game. I had a sign made by SD TV and Marketing. I appreciate them doing that for me. And they showed up yesterday with it as we were watching the JV game. And as they were showing up, Aiden Stevens, the 9-hole hitter for the JV squad, hit a grand slam over the left field wall.
Nice.
After the game, Coach Pierce came in and said, if that player of the game is going to get used today, and
Garner bunts it down to third. Throw to first is not in time. Samaje's trying to go from second to third, and he's going to make it. And now there's nobody covering second base, and Zane Gardner is going to go from first to second. Gardner with a perfect bunt down the third base line. And then Samaje Smith able to go from first to third, so now the Pirates have runners at second and third with one out, and here comes the shortstop, Kobe Ivester. First pitch curveball drops in for a strike. That was so close to being a double play. Gardner just beat the throw at first. Samaje just beat the throw to third. 0-1 curveball in for a strike. It's 0-2. So the Pirates now have runners at second and third with one out in the bottom of the second, no score.
Man, I sure am glad to see Zane throw. That's the first time he's able to get a bunt down and get on base this season. That was his fourth attempt at it.
Chopper in front of the plate, a swinging bunt. Samaje breaks from third, and he's caught in no man's land, and the pitcher, Garrett Brooks, is going to come and tag Samaje, who was dead meat down the third base line.
He has to wait till that throw goes to first, then go.
That is the second base running error we've seen on Samaje in the last couple of games. That was a swinging bunt right back to the pitcher, and it was an easy play for Brooks. He was able to walk over and just tag Samaje out halfway between third and home for the second out.
Well, now you got Kobe at first, and you've got.
And now the runner takes off from first. Throw over to third is not in time. So Ivester trying to draw a balk from Brooks. It didn't work. So Ivester now takes second. And again, the Pirates have runners at second and third with two outs as Lyric Scott will dig in.
Kobe at second, Zane at third.
First pitch from Brooks to Scott is outside for ball one.
Yeah, Kobe just took off before he even got a chance to set on the mound.
1-0 misses downstairs. Yeah, I'm not sure what was going on with Samaje on that one. It was just, I mean, he broke as soon as the ball was hit. Didn't even wait for the play to develop. Here's the 2-0. Fastball outside is 3-0.
I don't think Samaje has played a whole lot of baseball through the years. He's been mainly football.
3-0 count to Scott. Fastball inside corner for a strike. Well, again, the other day he got thrown out trying to go from second to third. He was thrown out by a mile. And here today, a swinging bunt to the pitcher. 3-1 missed upstairs. Lyric Scott takes a two-out walk. And that's going to load the bases for the Pirates with two outs, and we're back to the top of the order. Third baseman Walker Stiltner, the leadoff batter. He flew out to center field, his first at bat. Pirates with a chance here to get on the board first. Bases loaded, two outs. First pitch from Brooks is upstairs. Nearly caught Stiltner in the chin. And one thing I've noticed about Brooks, he is working very quickly from the mound. Pirates got to step out of the box or something to break up that momentum. Here comes the 1-0 from Brooks. Low and outside is 2-0.
Running that pitch count up, too.
Absolutely. And now we're going to have time called, and we're going to have a mound visit coming up here as Coach Chris Davis, the head coach for Social Circle, is going to come out and have a word with his pitcher. No score. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Pirates with the bases loaded and two outs. trying to get on the board and score first. And if we score first here tonight, I want to say that'll be the first game this year the Pirates have scored first.
Yeah, we've played from behind the entire season.
It'll be a great start here tonight. And
I
I think if you're Stiltner right now, you got to be real patient because Brooks has struggled the last couple of batters. He has not been close to the strike zone. Don't help him out.
I think the McIntosh game is we scored right there towards the end and only had to hold him for half an inning.
Here comes the 2-0, and there is a strike. Stiltner was taking all the way. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bases loaded. Bottom of the second, Pirates with a chance. Here comes the 2-1 from Brooks. Sent out towards center field, shallowing over toward right center and making the catch is Barrett Bramlett. Stiltner with a line drive to center, but he wasn't able to get it down, and the Pirates leave the bases loaded. No runs for Pike County. Here in the bottom of the second, no score as we are quickly working our way through this one. We'll go to the top of the third inning, 0-0 ball game here at the Jack.
The President's Day sale event is going on now at Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Jackson. And we're celebrating by offering savings up to $13,000 off select 2025 Jeep Wranglers. Qualified buyers can even lease a new 2025 Jeep Gladiator for as little as $299 a month. Be sure to shop our huge online inventory at CountrysideAutomotive.com. And let's find your new ride at Countryside. I-75, exit 205, and Highway 16 in Jackson, Georgia.
Tonight's coverage of Pirate Baseball is being presented in part by Southern Cross. I want to say thank you to John Shepard and the team at Southern Cross. They build luxury gunite pools, spas, and outdoor living spaces, including pool houses, pavilions, pergolas, outdoor kitchens, pavers, retaining walls, and landscaping. They're a turnkey company, starting with the design all the way to completion. Southern Cross Company, a proud sponsor of Pirate Baseball with K13 Media in 2026. No score, we go to the top of inning number 3 on a beautiful Friday night here at the Jack in Zebulon. And here to bring you all the play-by-play action for the third inning, Mr. Chris Childress.
Thank you, Cadillac. I appreciate that. Well, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to get to take care of 8, 9, and 1 here in the top of the third inning. That's going to be Barrett Bramlett, Jake Blankenship, and Garrett Brooks. Hopefully that's the only 3 we're going to see this inning, as Majors has been looking really good on the mound here in the first 2 innings. Really only giving up 1 hit, the double to Ian Miller back in the first inning. And then it was the Zane show in the second inning as he got all 3 outs, a pop-up, 2 ground outs. And then even in the bottom of the second, Zane was stranded over at third, almost got home. So Majors is going to deliver to the plate for first pitch. And Walker Stiltner is going to come across the diamond, get a 1-hop, big hop grab by Stiltner as he throws the ball over to first base for the 5-3 putout on the first pitch of the top of the third.
Stiltner is smooth as silk over there at third. I love to watch him field a ground ball. He caught that one right there on his shoestrings, come up firing, got him out by a step.
Well, 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top of the third inning. Walker does look really good out there at third base, and Kobe, the way he's looked so far, and Zane, I mean, this defense is looking pretty good as the first pitch to Blankenship is just a little low and inside from Majors. Got Walker at third, Kobe at short, Garner at second, Cooper Brown over at first. From left to right is M.T. Moody, Lyric Scott, and Jarrett Morris. That sets up the table for the Pike County Pirates. The ball is hit out to right field, way up in the air. Jarrett Morris is coming in, and he's going to dive and make a catch out in right field, throws the ball back in. What an amazing catch by Jarrett Morris. He was flying in as Zane Garner was backing up, and he just dove straight at us.
That reminds me of the play the other day that him and Zane were coming together, but Jarrett couldn't quite come up with it, but this time he got it.
Well, he got it, sure enough, and on 3 pitches we've got 2 outs for the Pike County Pirates, as it seems to be, again, they're Mr. Everything so far. The pitcher, leadoff hitter, the guys have made a lot of defensive plays for him already. Garrett Brooks comes up, and he's going to see 1 pitch, and that ball's going to go straight up in the air. And turning around and backing up is Gabe Bowden, as he's about to lose his balance, backing over home plate, comes down with the ball for the third out. So on 4 pitches, Alan Majors works a really clean inning, getting 3 outs. And as I stated at the beginning, I wanted to see Bramlett, Blankenship, and Brooks come up, and they went down. After the top of the third, 0-0.
Ever thought the day would come where you could apply for a mortgage from the comfort of your living room or home office? In as little as 20 minutes, you can apply online with our new online mortgage center. So visit our website and apply today. We're an equal housing lender. First Bank of Pike. Together we grow. Member FDIC. Online at firstbankofpike.com.
Tonight's coverage of Pike County Pirate Baseball is being presented in part by ADCO Landscape Management. Big thank you to Stephen Vassell and the crew for hopping on board in 2026. Your yard doesn't have to be a chore. From clean cuts to full transformations, commercial or residential, ADCO Landscape Management will make your lawn the best in the neighborhood. Call ADCO Landscape Management today. Your yard will thank you. And I just saw last night where ADCO now has a brand new Facebook page, so make sure you give it a follow. ADCO Landscape Management.
Jarrett Morris comes to the plate after making that amazing catch in right field. He's going to be in the 2 hole, so we're going to see 2, 3, and 4. Jarrett Morris, MT Moody, and Cooper. With Garrett Brooks on the mound, he saw 4 Pirates in the first inning, 6 in the second inning. We'll see how many he can see here in the bottom of the third. So he throws a pitch, curve ball, just low across the plate for ball number 1. Flag dead out in center field. Fastball low across the plate for ball number 2. Got the sponsorship signs out in left field, the scoreboard in right, black batter's eye in the center field. As the ball is absolutely hammered by the shortstop just past his glove. Gets out into center field. Center fielder comes up. And Jarrett Morris, after an amazing play in right field, comes up to the plate, drives a single out to center.
I still want to see the arm of the catcher. We hadn't had a chance to get a runner out yet, but Morris can motor on down to second.
Yeah, Morris has got some wheels. We may see that here. MT's at the plate. MT's going to see a fastball just outside. Catcher comes up, flinches towards first base to kind of let Jarrett know he's on his mind. So it's 1-0 on MT Moody. We've got the middle infielders not really playing per se, waiting. They're double play depth, I guess you could call it that, but away from second base a little. First and third. First is holding on. Third's close to the grass and about straight away out into the outfield. Your left fielder might be just a shade to the left of your normal left field position. And center field, maybe just a shade to left of second base out there in center field. Right field playing straight up as MT Moody digs back into the box. The 1-1 pitch. Looks like an all-speed pitch. Blocked over off to the right and just back behind the catcher. Catcher goes, keeps it really close to him. Behind the plate, you've got a dirt circle. It's got a white painted mark across it. It's a half semicircle with black around the back of it into some turf as the pitch comes in. To MT drives it over to third. 5, 4, 3. Note that he calls him safe. MT outruns the play at first base. The third baseman for Social Circle made a great clean play, made a really good throw over to second. This turn was really good, but MT was boogieing down the line and just beat out an inning-ending double play. So now at the plate, our 4-hole hitter, Cooper, our first baseman, he's going to come up. MT's going to stand over at first base. Cooper struck out looking the last time up as the ball was thrown over to first. Trying to keep MT honest over there. MT was our leadoff hitter for mainly most of the season. And there goes MT. He's taking off, and there's that throw down to second that Greg was looking for, and not in time, as MT probably got that one on the pitcher because the catcher came up firing a dark, just to the left of second base, and MT was easily in after a head-first slide. So
hey, I'm over here. Can I say something?
No, I guess not. I guess not. I've got to take a breath here. Greg, give us some commentary, please.
It's too late because
Greg wanted to comment on the play 3 plays ago.
Yeah,
Okay, here we go. Oh,
when it was 2-1,
Well,
I said we need to steal here and stay out of the double play.
and we did. 0-2. I gave you the shout out for that. Jesus, I
Chris is
almost got
laser focused.
I was locked in. It's 0-2, one away, runner at second. I'm still locked in, guys. What are you doing? Cooper Brown sees a ball low and in, and I am over here so locked in. I even dodged what was that, a napkin or something that was thrown at my head?
Yeah, I was in the bathroom earlier, brought it back with me. So.
Oh, fantastic. I knew that
You
was
want to pick that up for us?
good luck.
No?
Look, I went to the bathroom early. They told me good luck as I was headed to the bathroom. I didn't know what they were talking about. Chad and Michael looking at me going, as the ball comes in, curve ball, just low. Now it's evened up 2-2 here with one out.
I know you and Greg are a long way apart, but you got to look this way every now and then. You know, Greg's been trying to get your attention for an inning.
Well, Chad told me earlier, Greg, here we go, to lock in.
Me and Greg's just going to go get some burgers and hang
Let's
out.
go get the burger.
We'll go. Chris got it.
And we won't bring them back none. Well, I got to remember that Chris is a lawyer.
Uh-huh.
And
yeah.
once his mouth opens, it don't ever stop.
But he only works until 12 o'clock on Fridays.
Well,
that's good.
Well, we're writing checks in the morning. It's a full count now to Cooper Brown one away, and we still got a man out at second base. Oh, Cooper swings at a slow curveball. Paul's picked nicely out of the dirt by the first baseman. He's going to hold the runner at second, record the second out of the inning for Social Circle.
That was a great play there.
That was Jake Frazier, the third baseman for Social Circle. Took it on the short hop right off the edge of the grass. But an even better play at first by Cooper Davis to pick it up out of the dirt for the second out of the inning.
Well, how about that? I shut up long enough to let both of y'all get some words in. That
Works pretty good.
Yeah.
I like it.
I tell you what, I'm sure I'll get some notes into this game about what I need to work on, and I'll be humble enough to accept them from the great Cadillac. As Sawyer Selman steps in, the DH batter for Majors. Sawyer's going to have a runner at second. Last time up, Sawyer walked, and he's going to see ball number 1 here in his second time up. Batting in the 5 hole for the Pirates today.
We need an RBI right here. Get on that board. Get on that board real quick.
And if it comes in, Greg, I'm letting you have it. And that ball's going to be up and away. 2 balls, no strikes.
You two have worked together in the past, right? From what I've heard.
We have.
Okay, I thought so.
Yeah. We have a good relationship, man. Greg, I think's worked with just about everybody. Where he was at before, he had a guy that was on and I came in. His name was JT. What an amazing announcer he was.
Yeah, JJ Hush was
JJ. Yeah,
was awesome. He had a twin brother, and I never could tell them apart. They could come in there and one sit there in the seat, and I'd never know it.
Well, speaking of twins, you got some twins here with you tonight, Mr. Parrott, over to your right. We'll talk about after this pitch.
Yes, sir.
The 3-0 ball is fastball, catches the outside corner of the plate. The Sawyer, the 3-1, he was sitting there taking that 3-0 pitch.
Saw you holding one of them grandbabies earlier.
Carter and Callan are in the house.
There you go. Beautiful night to be here.
The Parrott twins, one day, that's going to be your 6-4, the beginning of a 6-4-3 double play, is Sawyer Selman is going to do what he does. He's going to walk it out, as you heard Michael Moody upstairs throwing us the walking out song, second time of the game. So Sawyer is 0-0 for the game, 0 for 0 with 2 walks. As we look at Gabe Bowden coming to the plate, catcher comes up.
Remember last time he had that swinging bunt right to the pitcher, Garrett Brooks, who was able to throw out Samaje trying to score from third. Another RBI opportunity here for Bowden.
I think that Bowden got a good hit. I had to leave early last game I was in. I heard that he actually hit a pretty good hit last time up in the last game that we played.
So what you're saying is you need to get up and leave right now.
Maybe that's what I need to quit talking, let y'all take over, see if we can start scoring runs. Greg's called for an RBI out at second as Gabe looks at the 1-0 pitch. Garrett comes set, looks back, delivers, throws a slow curveball and Gabe swings right over the top of it, 1-1.
He got his money's worth
Yeah,
on
he
the
did.
swing, but
He wasn't cheated.
he come up just a little bit under it.
So MT out at second, Sawyer at first. Gabe Bowden at the plate. He's going to receive a ball really low. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. 2 on. Here in the bottom of the 3rd inning as the Pirates take on the Social Circle Commanders. I mean the Redskins.
Oh, boy.
As, man, Gabe really tried to hack at a high fastball, got just under the pitch. Good cut. He was dead on it, just under it.
Don't guess they're too politically correct in Social Circle. They
Well,
still got the Redskins name.
They still got the Redskins, but they're not supporting them. They got the circle is ball way up for ball number 3 to Gabe. But the coaches have their windbreakers that they're wearing says the circle on the front of them, and then your Social Circle players on the front of their jerseys in that kind of Anaheim Angels looking print has Social Circle. Social on the left chest, circle on the right chest. No Redskins anywhere. As Gabe fouls one straight back at Greg and Chad, and they didn't even flinch.
No, we're professionals over here.
We're seasoned.
We're good. We're good. We're used to it.
Y'all know when to be quiet, let somebody else talk, right?
We're just thankful for any opportunity we get.
Just, yeah. Ducks on the pond, 3-2 count. We're going to be moving.
Yeah, runners moving on the pitch, no doubt.
Here we go. And then here comes the pitch. Ball is straight down the middle, and Gabe is bouncing around like he's on a pogo stick after he fouled that ball back over the bleachers on the Pirate side of things. He knew he just missed a nice shot.
Well, he's got a good at-bat going right here. He's fouled off a couple of fastballs just off to his right.
He's got a full count running. He's been in this count. He's swung just over a curve and just under a fastball, fouled a few back. He looks cocky at the plate in that right-hand batter's box. Looks strong. Looks like a real strong batter. Runners at first and second. They take off, and Gabe on a check swing throws the bat up. Barrel hits the ball. The ball just trickles out to first base. Pirates are going to leave 2 as Gabe Bowden is thrown out at first. So as we move down to the bottom of the 3rd, Social Circle 0, Pirates 0. Actually, let's get to the top of the 4th. See you in a second.
Welcome y'all to Buckner's Family Restaurant. Around here, we're nothing fancy, but we are a place where family and friends gather around for some good old Southern joy. Come on over and experience the all-you-can-eat Southern cooking served on one of our Lazy Susan tables. There's something special about enjoying a meal with friends and family. The good times even happen outside our doors as you smile and play games while you wait or pick up a meal for the family from our online ordering and curbside to go. So come on out and bring your family and friends for a true Southern experience at Buckner's Family Restaurant.
Today's coverage of Pirate Baseball is being presented by Pike Pools. Ready to turn your backyard into the ultimate home field advantage? Pike Pools is locally owned and specializes in custom in-ground swimming pool design and installation, building backyard dreams right here in our community. Stop by Pike Pool Store in Zebulon for top-quality chemicals, cleaners, accessories, and more to keep your pool game strong. And when you build with Pike Pools, you score big because every pool comes with a 10% discount in their pool store. Pike Pools. Dive into your best summer yet this season. Going to the top of the 4th inning, no score here in Zebulon. This one moving along really quickly, and you know it won't be long. It will be pool season. 75 was our first pitch time here today, and it's supposed to be up around 70 tomorrow. But then, boys, the bottom's going to fall out as we get towards Sunday. We're going to see a high of only about 52 with 30-mile-an-hour wind gust and a cool start to next week. So if you're going to be coming to our game Tuesday night here at the Jack, when we take on Upson Lee, might be a good night to bundle up. 6 o'clock first pitch, Pike County and Upson Lee here on Tuesday night.
Don't forget your beanie cap.
Penn has cut my mic off. He cut me off. But, you know, tell you why he did, and he couldn't get it on, is because Chad, I'm glad I only worked half a day today. Chad is working me to death over here. When it started raining, I was the guy pushing outlets and moving tables, trying to keep up. And then here we are in the in-between innings. Chad needs a charger, and I pulled a bag out, and I'm trying to get it up and get a charger out for Chad. And Michael couldn't. Now I got Michael having the bag, had my mic off.
I'm just glad to see you've done a little bit of manual
Wow,
work today.
we are just work me to death. I don't think I worked as hard as the coaching staff did today on this field to get it as beautiful as it is. And I mean gorgeous, the gorgeous green grass, dark red infield, gorgeous green grass out in the outfield with your black fence in the outfield. As Majors is going to take the mound, he's going to face Ian Miller. Braden Allen and Cooper Davis, 2, 3, and 4 here in the top of the fourth inning. He delivers a first pitch ball to Ian Miller.
And don't forget, last time Miller came up, he golfed one down the right field line over the head of the Pike County right fielder Jarrett Morris for a double. And so far, that's been the only hit of the ball game here for the Redskins as we're in the top of the fourth.
Well, he's seen 2 pitches now from Majors, and those 2 here in the second at bat, and that second pitch found the backstop, so it's 2-0. Pitch comes in now up 3-0 to Miller. You're right. Last time up, Miller absolutely ran into a baseball and put it over into right field. Morris just couldn't get to it. Pitch comes in to 3-0, right down Broadway for a strike. So 3 balls, 1 strike.
Well, he's a left-handed batter, and he took a fastball his last time up and just turned on it.
Another pitch, man. The tempo for Majors is just flowing. Well, he throws that ball way out to the left. It's going to send Miller to the bags for the second time tonight. That's going to be – he's the only one that's seen bases today.
And that's the first walk of the ball game here tonight issued by the Pirates starter Alan Majors.
Well, he saw 4 in the first, 3 in the second. That was the Zane show second. And then he only pitched to 3 in the third. So, yeah, been efficient. First walk of the game. Now the righty Allen comes to the bag. He's showing bunt. He puts this bunt right down the third base line, but it hits the chalk and just jumps to the left. So we're going to reset and do it all again.
Boy, that was a puddle earlier today, Greg, down that third base line. It would have splashed had that been about 6 hours ago.
Yeah. I kind of had a feeling they may bunt right there.
Yeah.
Try, you know, you can't get a hit. Let's bunt. Move the runner over.
Well, last time up, Allen did hit the ball to Kobe. Kobe made a great play from shortstop.
And that play for Kobe had to be huge, too, for his confidence, because he struggled a bit earlier in this season, the first few games on his throwing.
Yeah, to have Kobe try to get a ball on the third bat of the game as the runner takes off to second. He did show bunt, but pulled back as that ball was really low. Gabe really couldn't do much with it. And Miller's going to swipe second for a stolen base.
Don't forget, Miller was left stranded at third in the top of the first inning. So not only has he been the only base runner of the game, he has now been in scoring position both times he's been on base.
So a 1-1 count now to the 3-hole hitter, Brady Allen. That ball is way up, fastball, 2 balls, 1 strike. Brady's slowly trying to get back in the box, really maybe working with Major's tempo a little bit because he's working really fast. It's about as fast as the game's going, quick. Majors looks back again to second base, makes a pick play back to second. Zane grabs it, points over to Kobe, throws the ball back, and really not much work in there, just working something out, getting some reps in.
Well, Zane's having a long conversation with a shortstop, Kobe Ivester. I mean, it's pretty heated. Not sure if he wants Kobe to cover the bag or keep the runner close. But he was definitely chirping at Kobe.
Well, I like it, man. Zane showed up today to play baseball. And the ball's high and tight to number 1 for 3 balls, 1 strike.
Majors is laboring just a little bit.
Don't see anybody warming up to our right, though, for the Pirates. On the right field line in the bullpen.
I don't think he's laboring enough yet, maybe, guys, because he's had some 3 clean innings. The only guy he's been able to get on, has been getting on base, is that 2-hole hitter. 3-hole hitter ought to be tough to pitch to. This ball comes in. This ball's hit way high and pushed over to right field. Jarrett Morris is going to take about 5 or 6 steps over to the right, grab the ball, and fire it back to the third baseman. A 1-hopper to Walker Stiltner as Ian Miller slides head first, just beating the throw from Jarrett Morris.
Yeah,
wow.
I don't think Miller was expecting that play to be that close, but how about the cannon and right by Morris? I mean, he fired a strike on 1 hop over to third, and he made that play a bang-bang play. And once again, for the second time today, Miller is now standing at third for the Redskins with 2 outs.
That arm almost looked like the Braves right fielder. boom.
Oh, Acuna can dang do it.
Yeah.
What, falling backwards, he can laser him in over to third. There's a play he made out in right field last year that I just will never forget. It's Majors buries one about a 59-footer into Gabe. Gabe does a great job blocking it. As the lefty Cooper Davis, their 4-hole hitter, first baseman Cooper, comes to the plate last time up. Hit the ball right back to Majors. Majors just misses outside, 2-0 to the 4-hole hitter.
He's still bringing the heat, popping the mitt of Gabe Bowden. He's top of the 4th inning, but Majors still bringing that fastball with a lot of velocity behind it.
So
Curveball right here.
All right, Greg's going to call the curve, and I think he just shook it off, and now he's going to come in with the fastball.
Sure did.
He did shake it off. I think Gabe and Greg were on the same page. Majors, about the same time that Greg called the curve, Majors shook his head no and threw the fastball. He just shook his head again on the 2-1 pitch. Another fastball, and it is painted.
4 straight fastballs, and he is in a groove right now.
He's coming after him.
Yep.
He is when they let him just do his thing, he stands there and just rocks.
I'd elevate this pitch right here. You got one to work with.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the 4th with a runner at third. Gabe Bowden does a magnificent job being a security blanket for Majors as Majors tries to pull the string on one about 59 feet again. Gabe catches it right in the belly button. It pops out into the left-hand batter's box, gets up, and routinely throws it back to Majors. Count's now full, guys. Look at me, pitching it over to both of you, getting mad because I wouldn't be quiet, and you came with nothing. As Majors now leans in, fires in. Ball is almost gloved by Kobe Ivester. Wow, what a play. As he was playing in, he dives over to his left and keeps the ball in the infield, did everything he could do to stop that ball. But as he dives to the left, Ian Miller is going to come to the plate, and as he leaves the field from touching all the bases, the next runner, only runner of the night, is now going to stand at first with an infield single in Cooper Davis.
Ivester made a great play at short, knocked it down, almost kept it in front of him. Infield single and RBI for Cooper Davis, who now stands at first base, and that's the first run of the ball game.
So,
man, Ivester with a great play, almost made it.
Yeah, it looked good out there as he was diving to the left. But now we've got Logan Moss, DH, coming in, number 10. Logan Moss, he flew out to second base last time up. He was the beginning of the Zane show in the second inning. He fouled one over, 0-1. Righty. He's got a shin guard on his shin on his front left foot in the box. He lifts that knee up, checks swing, and as that ball just dies over the right-hand side of the plate, Moss checks right over the top of it. So now it's no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Social Circle scored a run, runner at first. The pitch. Ball is fastball in. It's got straight back out to center field. Lyric Scott takes a step in, then the step right back.
What I like, what I've seen so far for the Pirates, we've yet to make an error. Only error we've made is a middle error of running home during the play.
Yeah, but that's our last 2 straight games. We've made a costly base running error, and the one earlier today cost us a run.
Well, I hope the only time we're talking about errors today, guys, is on the radio and not from anything happening on the field. As Frazier comes to the plate, 1 ball, no strikes. Got Cooper Davis standing over there at first base with Cooper Brown, the first baseman for the Pirates. Cooper likes to squat really low over at first and waits to see that pitch come in, and it does. It's just in the bottom of that zone, 1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs. Cooper will squat at first and just laser focus in over at Majors on the mound and then just bail off first base as the pitch is delivered. And it is delivered. Another ball, fastball, strike number 2.
We'll call that our express porta potty squat at first base.
Indeed.
Yes.
There you go, Kyle, just for you.
Cooper Brown with the express porta potty squat. Currently happening at first base. And that ball takes a little bit off of it and just kind of hung up too high for the second ball of the AB for number 14, Jake Frazier. Frazier to third baseman. Really good-looking third baseman. Made a nice play over at third. He watches another fastball come flying in, hacks at it as the ball goes straight up into the net.
I think my score of 7-3 was a little high.
Well, we're not done yet.
No.
Yeah.
Now, we've definitely scored a lot of runs late in our games this year.
Well, I'm hoping you're wrong about it in the sense that, you already called these errors up, and we don't need to see any of those. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 4th. Social Circle scored 1. Man, what a pitch as Alan Majors is walking off of the mound.
He's halfway to the dugout and turns around and cannot believe he's got to go back to the mound.
Wow. Jake Frazier check swung, and the blue out standing just behind the mound had to make the calls. Majors tries to pick off over at first. Cooper dives back in, and Cooper Brown throws it right back.
I've never understood how the umpire behind the mound calls a check swing looking straight on at home plate.
He can't.
No, he didn't. Well, he did. And there goes the runner. The ball's going to be hit over to the third base coach. Third base coach does what the coaches do. They try to knock the ball down, and he did. Flips it back over to Stiltner, and Stiltner back to Majors. And Majors doesn't even like that ball. Tries to throw it to Gabe. Rolls away from Gabe. Then Gabe picks the ball back and throws it back to Majors. He didn't even throw. Majors does not even know he doesn't have the ball that he tried to throw back. Now he's throwing it back to Gabe, and Gabe back to Mr. McDaniel. Wow, guys. Who's on first? Cooper Davis. He's on first.
And he's going to be running on a 3-2 count. Well, excuse me, Cooper's not. But Cooper Davis, the base runner.
Cooper Davis is going to be running. And there he goes. And the ball is hit right towards Zane Garner. Cooper Davis just leaps over it like a deer across the highway, makes the throw over to first, and Zane Davis to Cooper Brown. That's going to be the third out of the inning. Well, Ian Miller is going to be the double guy, the walk guy, and the first run for Social Circle. We'll be back in the bottom of the 4th, 1-0, Social Circle.
Some people just prefer a pre-owned vehicle over a new vehicle, and that's perfectly fine with us at the Countryside Pre-Owned Supercenter in downtown Jackson. Cars, trucks, vans, Jeeps, SUVs, we've got them. Financing or cash cars. Sometimes we've even got campers, boats, jet skis, and motorcycles. If pre-owned is your thing, then stop by and see us Monday through Saturday at the Countryside Pre-Owned Supercenter, located next to Piggly Wiggly in downtown Jackson. Hey, Pirate fans, you know the Braves baseball season will be here before you know it, and right now K13 Media is giving you the opportunity to see the Braves take on the Kansas City Royals opening day at Truist Park coming up on Friday, March the 27th. We have a great raffle going on right now. Your chance to win 4 tickets to opening day to see the Braves take on the Royals. You can get your raffle tickets on the K13 Media Facebook page. There are only 50 tickets available. So you have a 1 in 50 chance to win 4 tickets to the sold-out opening day game on Friday, March 27th. It'll be Friday night fireworks after the ball game, and we're going to throw in some Braves swag bags with some bobbleheads and all kind of great Braves merch. Get your raffle tickets now before they're gone. Again, you can get them on the K13 Media Facebook page. Go get them and come join us at Truist Park Friday, March 27th.
Well, that's going to close the book for Garrett Brooks. He's going to throw 3 innings. Replacing him is number 7 Gibson Knapp. Brooks would have walked 1 and struck out 2 in the first inning. And then that was about it for him. He was pretty effective, looked really good, the righty. But now it's going to be a lefty as he delivers a slow changeup across the plate to Zane Garner. He's going to face Garner, Ivester, and Scott, 7, 8, and 9 for the Pirates here in the bottom of the 4th. 2-0.
Well, one thing we have got to do is find a way to score some runs. In our last game against Locust Grove Tuesday, we stranded the bases loaded 3 times. We have already stranded the bases loaded once tonight and stranded runners.
Zane's going to hit a ball over to the third baseman, and Garrett Brooks over there now at third base. He makes the easy throw from the grass over to first to get the first recorded out in the bottom of the 4th is Zane Garner. Zane, that might have been the first time Zane's actually got to swing at one this season. He has been a bunting machine.
Well, we've stranded bases loaded. We've stranded runners at second and third and had a mental error with a base running error coming at home on a swinging bunt to the pitcher. So we've got to find a way to knock some runs in.
Well, Kobe Ivester comes to the plate. He watches a slow curve ball come from the lefty. Lefty looks like that might be his sauce, is bringing in that off-speed stuff, because he looks to be showing just spinning varieties of pitches. Kobe, tall, built, sophomore shortstop in the right-hand batter's box, and really just hacks at a pitch fastball right across the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th.
This pitcher's a lot slower than Mr. Brooks.
Not just the pitch itself, but his whole delivery is slower.
Yes.
And boy, that thing just floats like a butterfly across. It comes off of a dirt mound and across the grass and across the dirt and hit the mitt for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. First and third close to the grass. Middle infielders about straight up. Outfield about straight up. Pitch, and Kobe Ivester pokes the ball to the center fielder. Didn't even have to move much.
Poke salad.
We got to get our Elvis sound effects going for those Chris Childress pokes.
Pokes, pokes, pokes.
That's one of them you call an atom ball.
Yeah, he didn't even have to move. I think he could have done a cartwheel out there, stood right back up, and had it land right back in his glove. But a good ball for a Savannah banana type hit. Here's the pitch now to number 7, Lyric Scott, 9-hole hitter for the Pirates.
What are y'all's thoughts on the Bananas? You a fan of that kind of baseball, or is it too silly, too funny?
It's entertainment.
Entertainment. There you go. You're exactly right. That's what it is.
I tell you what, he's selling out stadiums, and you can't argue with that.
No.
As Lyric Scott can't argue with the blue right then, as he watches a curveball come in right across the plate for strike number 2. So now no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs from the lefty on the mound. He delivers in the bottom of the 4th, another slow breaking ball as it bounces off the plate and back to the backstop for ball number 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Well, the Harlem Globetrotters are the same thing to basketball as the Bananas are to baseball. And you know what? The crowd has a good time. The kids love it. The adults love it. It's just good fun.
And there's some guys that play that for the Bananas that actually get caught. I mean, they've been called up, or they were ex-major league players. I mean, they're good ball players, and it's got to take talent to do some of the stuff that they're doing out there.
Well, I know one thing. Major League Baseball has a hard time selling out 20,000 seats. The Bananas are selling out football stadiums of 70 and 80,000.
It's absolutely amazing as the lefty brings in a pitch right down the middle and straight up in the air and out to center field. But second baseman is going to get about 30 feet out into the outfield and bring in out number 3 as we're ending 4, Social Circle 1, Pirates 0.
Truck Month is back at Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Jackson, and we're celebrating by offering savings up to $19,000 off the sticker price on select 2026 Ram 1500 models. Qualified buyers can even take advantage of 0% financing for 60 months. Be sure to shop our huge online inventory at countrysideautomotive.com, and let's find your new ride at Countryside. I-75 exit 205 and Highway 16 in Jackson, Georgia.
Well, fans, here tonight, it's all about Pirate baseball. But coming up soon, we're going to be getting ready for Pirate football's big golf tournament. The Touchdown Club presents the Pirate Golf Tournament on April the 25th at the Raintree Golf Course. If you would like to play in the tournament, if you would like to sponsor the tournament, make sure you get in touch with head coach Stephen Holmes today. He'd be happy to give you all the info and get you to the golf course on April the 25th. Guys, what about y'all? Y'all play any golf? Any time on the golf course? Greg?
Occasionally.
Occasionally?
I'll play with Blake.
Okay.
Blake can play golf.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Blake can play golf. And I like to get out there and swing the clubs a little bit, swing from the left-hand side. Me and Landon both are lefties, so we usually get a foursome out there and these charity tournaments. Raintree's a fun course to play, too. They've done a really great job with that golf course over in Upson County.
I'm a putt-putt guy, but that's about my extent of golf.
You know, that doesn't surprise me, Chad.
Well, I'll tell you why here in a minute. It's a funny story. At least it is now. It wasn't so much a few years ago. It hurt.
So, Chad, are you going to let me just run into the 5th, or are you going to take this thing over,
man,
dude?
You got the wheel. Let's go one more.
My
Me and Greg are just enjoying our view over
goodness. 7, 8, and 9 now for Majors as he's going to deliver a ball to Zach Smallwood. Smallwood hit it over to Zane in the second inning to record the 3rd out of that inning. It's been some quick work for Majors here and into the 5th 4, 3, 3, 5. That's to the first 4 innings of the game, how many batters Majors has seen. He's now thrown 2 balls to Zach Smallwood, the shortstop for Social Circle. And he's gonna knock one out to right field, but nope, not quite right field. As Zane Garner backs up, and for the second time of the day, records an out on Smallwood. Last time it was a ground out. This time it was a fly out. Zach to Zane for out number 1.
Zane has had a lot of putouts tonight.
Between Frazier and Smallwood, all 4 of their at-bats have ended with outs to the second baseman for the Pirates.
Yeah, this is interesting because I had a long conversation with Zane Garner yesterday during the JV games. He showed up to root on the boys as number 16, Barrett Bramlett, comes back up to the plate, who hit the ball over to third. Walker Stiltner made a great play last time up, the 5-3 putout in the bottom of the third inning, or the top of the third inning for Social Circle. He sees a ball up. Now he sees a ball down, 2-0. I had a long conversation, guys, with Zane Garner. And we were talking about that JV squad that won 2 games yesterday and the 9th grade squad that won 2 games yesterday. And Zane was pretty fired up. He showed up today and looks like he hadn't lost that fire. This ball is now just inside. Fastball for Majors to the righty Barrett Bramlett. It is a 3-0 count.
Well, they beat a good team, too. Stars Mill in both little series yesterday. That says a lot.
Majors down, misses again, low and away, and on 4 straight pitches after the pop out to Zane Garner, Barrett Bramlett is going to be the 3rd base runner of the day for Social Circle here in the 4th inning.
Just the 2nd walk given up by Majors. But by the way, 2nd time through the lineup here as the number 9 batter comes in. He is still searching for his first strikeout of the game.
Yeah, he really hasn't been pitching that kind of strikeout baseball that Majors is kind of known for, throwing around the plate enough to use a defense. In the scrimmage game that Majors played in earlier this season, there was some clean ball behind him, but if you don't play clean baseball behind Majors, the runner takes off as number 13 Blankenship shows bunt and fouls it right back to the net. Majors is going to use his defense. So far, defense looked pretty good.
This is the 18th batter he's faced in the ball game. He's only given up a single and a double. He's only walked 2, but again, no strikeouts. He's been working very quickly, but still looking for that first K. This will be a good time to get it.
Well, he's working ahead now as an 0-1 count with 1 away. Ball comes in. Ball's hit right over to Kobe. He takes a hop. Nice hop over to Zane. Zane turns over to Cooper. Cooper stretches out, but the 9-hole hitter Blankenship was flying down the line and beats the throw over to first. So it was a pretty good turn. Maybe that high hop to Kobe just started everything off was just enough of air time to allow Blankenship to get down the base pass. Either way, Bramlett's thrown out at second on the 6-4 put out, 2 outs now.
This is a good disciplined team at the plate, though. They're getting good quality swings. They're putting the bat on the ball. Hard to strike out.
Yeah, so far they haven't. This is their leadoff man at the plate, 3rd time through the lineup.
Garrett Brooks comes to the plate. And then they're going to throw the ball back over to first again. So 2 times in a row now, Majors has made a quick throw over to first base to maybe keep Blankenship honest over there. Maybe he saw him beating out, legging out that double play. He thinks he's got wheels and wants to keep him close with the leadoff hitter, Garrett Brooks, standing over the plate in the right-hand batter's box. And right over the top of the plate, just to the right side of it, maybe mid-right plate, fastball comes in, strike number 1. So now Majors works again ahead. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner goes to take off. Ball is just up for a ball. Gabe gets up instead of throwing the ball over to first. He just eyes Blankenship back to first base.
Well, Bramlett took off on the pitch and then just froze about quartered away to second. I was waiting on Gabe to snap throw back down to first, but he didn't.
I mean, hold it, and ball is going to be hit really hard. Lyric Scott.
Oh, no.
Tripped up out in center field, would have recorded an out, and by tripping up, what happened there is it's allowed the runner to get from first to third, and it's going to get Brooks to second base on an 8
Well,
on Scott. Man, it was a tough. He tripped up. Ball went right off the top of his glove.
You know what his mistake was? He took a step in.
Yep.
You don't do that. You take a step back.
You're always taught as an outfielder, first step back. Lyric took the first step in, planted his foot in that wet grass, and had his knee on the ground and still almost made the catch, and then it just kind of snow-coned out of his glove.
Well, here's that guy, Ian Miller, the 2-hole hitter. He's been on every time. He's going to have runners on first and third. He sees a pitch just up for ball number 1 to the left-handed batter.
That's a tough error, too, to give out there to Lyric, but it is an error nonetheless. And now it's got runners at second and third for the Redskins.
All right. Ian Miller calls time, steps out of the box. Steve throws his hands up in the air. Make sure everybody knows. Majors didn't even flinch on the mound. He's already delivering. And that ball is painted on the outside corner fastball, about middle and away.
Ian Miller is the number 2 hitter in the lineup. Has a double and a walk, and he scored the only run of the game so far, the lefty here for Social Circle.
Yeah, he has been their everything. If Majors can get him out, and he's going to, as Cooper Brown takes a little ground ball, and that's going to do it, leaving 2 on. Stars Mill tried to be tough, but Majors gets out of it. No runs.
Dedication, compassion, and integrity. We've got the experience and expertise. When you need some help and you feel like there's nowhere to go, you can count on us for everything you need to know. The Sellers Law Firm, where clients become family.
Tonight's coverage of Pirate Baseball being presented in part by Christ Chapel Community Church. Big thank you to Pastor Billy Smith and the team for their support of our broadcast, not only during football season this year, but of course here in the spring for Pike County Baseball. 3 church services for you to choose from this Sunday right here behind us off of Highway 19. They would love to see you at Christ Chapel Community Church this Sunday morning here in Zebulon. Alongside of Greg Parrott, I'm Chad Feltman, Michael Penn, our producer and director, and of course Chris Childress here with us tonight as we are coming to you live from the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth. We've got ourselves a really good ball game as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Social Circle clinging to a 1-0 lead.
I do believe probably next inning we're going to get a new pitcher. I'm going to go with Selman, bring in a lefty and let him see something a little different. Then all he did tonight is DH, but he'd be a good one to bring in.
He might have DH for the purpose of pitching. Selman pitched a lot for us last season, has a killer changeup that I would like to see again this season. And the lefty for Social Circle is going to see the 1-2-3 for the Pirates as Walker Stiltner digs in and sees a pitch just inside for ball number 1.
February 20th, and we're all in short sleeve shirts outside. Can you imagine that?
We're going to pay for it Tuesday, though.
Oh, yeah.
I promise you. Yeah. We're going to be saying, man, remember how nice it was last Friday?
Oh, yeah.
Knapp spins another one just inside. 2 balls, no strikes to Walker Stiltner here in the bottom of the 5th inning. He's going to see a strike there. His fastball comes across 2-1. Man, that was a meat-eating pitch Stiltner watched.
Ball is floating across home plate.
That ball floated way high across home plate. So Stiltner, 3 balls, 1 strike. There's only been 2 hits for each team in the game. So it's been a really well-pitched game by both teams. Lefty floats another one. And, man, I don't know where it missed, but it did.
That looked good.
Just outside, and Stiltner's going to trot down to first base. Well, that's a good way to start as our leadoff hitter. Stands over at first, and Jarrett Morris comes up to the plate.
All right, Greg, you've called bunts all night. You going with it here?
Not with Jarrett.
Well, I would straight Stiltner.
Yeah, Jarrett's been a really good bat for us this season, and to take that out of his hand, I just don't know. But, you know, small ball wins baseball games, and you only need a run. Some ABC baseball could tie this thing up.
Stiltner might go here on the first pitch. I don't know.
Now, the one thing he's got to be careful about, he's got a left-handed pitcher, so he's doesn't have much of a lead as he had earlier tonight.
Yeah, but that left-handed pitcher doesn't have a lot of velo, so if you can read him and get it to second base, you can get there. High leg kick, too, is The lefty just misses outside to Jarrett Morris, and then the ball gets thrown back by him to second base, back from the catcher to the pitcher. So now 2 balls, no strikes.
Morris has struck out tonight, but he singled his last time up. But like Chris said, one of only 2 hits for the Pirates here tonight. Both teams are only 2 hits.
You got to be taking this pitch here also.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Do not swing.
And he
didn't hear you.
swing. He swung over the top of a nasty curveball, and it would have been ball number 3.
That
easily.
ball was in front of his left leg. That's how far out in front of it he was. Easily would have been ball 3.
Jarrett was hungry on a 2-0, so 2-1. And he watches that one fly in over the plate, and that was the one you probably could have just ripped. But either way, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jarrett. Not giving up on him. The man's had a really good barrel this year, and he's got a really good runner in Walker Stiltner over at first. And he hits this ball straight up in the air. It's coming back to me. It's coming back to me. No, it's going back to the catcher. And the catcher overplays it just a little bit as the ball's going to hit the ground, and it's going to be a gift for Jarrett Morris.
I just knew we were going to get a chance to make a play.
I was going to make it. I was going to sit here. Since you've made me do everything else tonight, you might as well try to catch one.
Well, I mean, you've done everything except bring us a cheeseburger tonight. Greg and I, just over here on an island all by ourselves.
Well, I had a Snickers earlier. It was pretty good. I made sure I could eat it slowly in front of both of you.
Thank you.
So the lefty delivers. Stiltner takes off. And what great hit and run is Walker Stiltner almost had his feet crossed up as he jumped over the Jarrett Morris's oppo hit out the center. Well executed hit and run by the Pirates. First and third. Jarrett Morris at first. Walker Stiltner third. MT Moody coming to the plate.
They don't get no better than that right there. That was perfectly executed hit and run. Now first and second, nobody out. We got a good chance here to tie this game up.
Took the second baseman, Brady Allen, to the bag to cover the runner who was stealing. And how about the patience there by Morris? I mean, he just hung back and waited and just, as Chris would say, that's your poke to the right side.
He poked one to the right side.
That is a poke if I've ever seen one.
He oppoed it over to the right side, so Morris does his job. He's dancing over at first base, distracting the pitcher on the mound. Knapp just keeps looking at him and keeps looking at him. And
Call
keeps looking at him.
Call time. There you go.
And MT calls time, just as Greg was hollering at him. Call time, MT. And he did.
Well, every time the pitcher, Knapp, would look back over, there was an extra step, an extra step, an extra step. A balk here would be nice.
The pitch. Ball floats over to plate for a strike. Good take by MT, just to kind of let him deliver a pitch, make him think about it again on the mound. So no balls, 1 strike here in the bottom of the 5th. 1-0 social circle, runners at first and third for the Pirates. And MT just gets the top of the baseball, and it fouls right back into the catcher for strike number 2.
We have stranded 6 base runners in this ball game. One time we had the bases loaded, could not score. Had a base running error on what should have been our first run of the game, as we had a runner thrown out trying to score from third on a swinging bunt. So no outs on the corners. We have got to take advantage here.
And the pick off over at first. Ball's thrown to second, and then crashing home is Stiltner. Stiltner's going to score. So nice play for the Pirates. So Stiltner takes off over to second base. When he does, the pitcher throws the ball to first, the first baseman to second. Soon as the ball leaves the first baseman's hand, Stiltner goes crashing home towards the plate. Jarrett Morris is safe at second base. Stiltner safe at the plate. 1-1. Nobody out. Morris at second. MT catches the 0-2.
Wow. He is lucky to see another pitch.
Yes,
that
he is.
was right at the knees over the heart of the plate. Whew. MT, you're living life good, my man.
1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. MT's going to chop it over to third, brings Garrett Brooks in from third base. The 5-3 put out, but because he brings Garrett Brooks up into the grass, the third baseman, it allows Jarrett Morris to scoot over to third. So now with 1 out, we've got the go-ahead run standing 90 feet away. It's our 4-hole man, Cooper Brown, comes to the plate.
Second time tonight, MT Moody has grounded out to third, but again, a slow chopper allowed that runner to get to third with 1 out.
Give MT an RBI.
Infield coming in here, guys.
Or give Jarrett an RBI. Correction?
No RBI.
No.
Runner scored on the stolen base.
On the stolen base.
Yep, no RBI.
No RBI. Appreciate that, Chad, as I'm trying to get my book
I like how you think, though.
Yeah, 1-0 now to Cooper Brown, 1-1. I'm telling you, the number 7 on the mound, Knapp, Knapp is a good name for him because that pitch coming in was just put you to sleep. He looks back over to Jarrett over at third, throws I don't know if that was a play. I don't even want to call that fastball. I mean, you certainly probably couldn't hear it through the air as it just kind of floats across. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. 3 hits for the Pirates, 2 hits for Social Circle here in the bottom of the 5th. Nice stop behind the plate by the catcher for Social Circle. Now 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out.
That's a good take there by Cooper Brown. He flinched a little bit and then said, nope, I'm going to not swing. It's in his wheelhouse. It's gone.
Well, Cooper is going to hit a hard ball over to third. And then wow, look at what happens is the ball's hit over to third base, just 2 feet to the right of the bag. Garrett Brooks makes a good backhand, stops the ball, but Jarrett Morris makes him look at him as he gets back into the bag, buying just enough time to have to hurry a throw to a barreling Cooper Brown going towards first base. 1 hops it. There's going to be an E5 on that, but Cooper's going to be at first. Jarrett's going to be at third as there's a mound visit here in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, we're going to have a pitching change here for Social Circle in the bottom of the 5th inning. First error of the ball game for the Redskins. 1-1 is our score. We are in the bottom of the 5th inning. And once again, K13 Media wants to send you to Truist Park for the Braves home opener coming up in March. On March 27th, Braves are going to be at home to take on the Kansas City Royals. It'll be opening night in Atlanta, and we've got a chance for you to win 4 tickets to opening day at Truist Park. But not only are you going to win 4 really good tickets to opening day, we're going to hook you up with a Braves swag bag. It's going to have some bobbleheads, some rally towels, some T-shirts, and all kind of cool stuff in it. Plus, you'll be able to come and hang out with me before the ball game out in the Fan Plaza. Your chance to see Blooper and the Home Depot tools. You can meet the Tomahawk team, the Heavy Hitters Drumline. Going to be a fun night at Truist Park on Friday, March 27th. You have to get your tickets now, though. They are right there for you on the K13 Media Facebook page. Only 50 raffle tickets are available. And here's how it works. You go to the K13 Media Facebook page and choose the number you want, number 1 through 50. You can choose 1 ticket. You can choose 20 tickets, whatever you want to do. And for as little as $25, you can be at Truist Park for opening day coming up Friday, March 27th. Chris, you got your tickets, right?
Oh, yeah. I took 26 and 27. 27 is my son's number for the Pirates. Number 26 is my daughter's number for the little volunteers over at the rec department. So I got 26 and 27. Guys, you got to jump on that. You would think that I could get some VIP access without having to buy tickets. Make sure you pay Chad in something other than cash, though. I tried to give him cash. He wouldn't take it. So you got to have to do some kind of form of electronic means of things.
We've got to have a pinch runner for Cooper Brown right here. You can put him back in, but stay out of the double play.
Yeah,
so here we go. We've got.
And we do.
Pinch running at first base, number 6, Ashton Owens.
Ashton Owens is going to come in and pinch run as Sawyer Selman, the lefty, comes to the plate. Frazier is going to come in for Social Circle. Before the game, I got a chance to talk to Coach Moore. Coach Moore said that we'd probably see Frazier today. Frazier looks to be a heavy velo pitcher. He is a righty. He's going to come and command 4 pitches, a fastball, a curveball, changeup, and has a pretty nasty slider. Well, he's going to come in with runners on first and third, tie ball game. Lefty Sawyer Selman's going to see a pitch right off the outside of the plate, and as we go to steal second base, I do believe there was a deliberate attempted throwaway over the top of the second baseman out to shortstop to make it look like they were throwing the ball away to see if it would make the third baseman run home. Jarrett held tight.
If that was a deliberate throw to shallow center field, that's the first I've ever heard or seen that.
Oh, I think it really did look like that's what happened there. It was very well executed. Jarrett did his job and stayed put. Now runner second, third, and I'm telling you, the runner at second is behind shortstop who is in. Infield's in. Sawyer Selman swings over the top of a changeup over the outside of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out.
Selman has walked both times he's been to the plate. Infield in, left-handed batter. All he's got to do is put one in play to the right side, and you like your chances of scoring a run here.
Well, PN is with us today, so let's see if we can't get ahead and grab us a W. The show's bunt, but has to pull back and bail out of the left-hand batter's box as that ball was up and in. 2-1.
That ain't a bad idea.
No, not at all.
I like that.
And you know Coach Parrott, he is not afraid to put the suicide on.
He's a gambler.
He is. The pitch, bunt. Ball is down at third baseline, but Garrett Brooks goes off, and then, oh wow! So Jarrett Morris comes flying into home as the ball's played over to first base. Steve McDaniel, the blue, calls a bang out at the plate, and I'm telling you, as soon as he called him out, Coach Parrott was flying down to third baseline. Right now, Coach Parrott's walking out to the field blue, asking for help.
The second baseman, Braden Allen, he took that throw at first base, but never touched the bag. Never touched it. He stepped right over the bag. So the runner at first should have been safe easily. And there's the call. The right call is made.
So yeah, you're right, Chad, and they're going to call him safe. Social Circle fans over to the left of me aren't like what's going on. The Pirates fan do. But let me tell you, they don't like it because all of Social Circle's team is in their dugout. They cleared the field because that would have been an ending double play.
Well, Selman is down at first. And again, the second baseman, Braden Allen, he went right over the bag, never touched it. So Selman beats the throw to first, but the throw back home does get the runner. So at the moment, the bases should be loaded once again with 2 outs. Bang play at the plate. Keeps us tied for a moment, but yeah, Braden Allen, the second baseman. Again, the infield was in, so when the bunt was put down, Cooper Davis, the first baseman, he charges in. The second baseman, Allen, goes to cover the bag, takes the throw, and completely just whiffed it trying to step on the bag. Thankfully, the right call is made. It's overturned. Unfortunately, the play at home was in time to throw out the runner trying to score, so we'll see bases loaded again.
Now,
2 outs.
I think it's going to be
first and third.
First and third. Jarrett would have came home and got out. This was to bring over from second to third base Ashton Owens. So you're going to have Ashton at third. You'll have who was that ended up over at first base? Sawyer Selman over at first base. We're going to get things figured out after all this mess. And digging in at the plate, the righty catcher representing the 6-hole hitter, Gabe Bowden.
We need a wild pitch right here.
Ball is slips back behind the catcher, and it was not a wild pitch. It was a pass ball on the catcher, but just not quite far enough back behind the plate to get the third baseman or the runner on third home, but it did get the runner on first to second. So now runners on second and third with Gabe at the plate, 1-0 count, 2 away. Bottom of the 5th, Pirates have already put a run on the board. That ball goes right over the top of Gabe Bowden's head. You wonder why he wouldn't wear it, but he maybe a little gun shy wearing balls this season.
Oh, yeah.
Wearing one's one thing. One coming at your head, that's a different story.
He's definitely gun shy. I would be too.
Yeah, so he's looking at 2-0. The ball comes flying in. Nice pitch right over the middle from Frazier.
The scoring on that bunt by Selman is going to go down as a single, an infield single on the bunt.
Yeah, it was a bang play at first, bang play at home. The bang at first went Pirates' way, bang at home went the Social Circle's way. Ball inside now to Gabe. 3 balls, 1 strike. Pirates really should capitalize here. We have stranded a lot of runners, but you would think on a momentum-shifting play like that where they all left the field and now have all had to come back on the field, that we should capitalize on this moment. Gabe Bowden swings over the top of a really nice curveball.
That was ball 4 right there.
Yeah, it stayed around the strike zone for about 55 feet and then started diving down towards the catcher for would have been ball 4. Gabe swung right over it. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Choke and poke right here, baby.
Choke and poke. Ball, fastball right down the middle as Gabe Bowden walks back to the dugout. leaving runners on second and third. Well, after 5, Social Circle won, Pirates won.
Roofing, gutters, concrete, fencing, siding, and painting. That's just a sample of the services offered by Advanced Roofing and Interiors. Advanced Roofing and Interiors is also a Master Elite certified company. Only 2% of all roofing companies in the U.S. can say that. They also offer the best warranties in the business. 25 years on labor, 50-year manufacturer warranties. If you need work done around your home, office, or church, go with the best. Advanced Roofing and Interiors.
Tonight's coverage of Pirate Baseball being presented in part by Henson's Outdoor Services, locally owned lawn care, offering mowing, pine straw, and gutter cleaning. On time, dependable, and detail-focused. Book today. Your home will thank you. And remember, if your lawn's messy, your gutters are even worse. Thankfully, Henson's is there to fix both. Be sure to call today before your HOA does at Henson's Outdoor Services. Well, it's been a tough night on the base path for the Pirates. We have stranded 8 runners. And as we go to the top of the 6th inning, we are deadlocked in a 1-1 ball game. Pike County and Social Circle. Pirates again with a golden opportunity last inning, but left 2 men on at second and third. That is the second time tonight we have left runners on at second and third. We also left the bases loaded earlier in the ball game. It's a 1-1 score going to the top of the 6th inning. Social Circle got a run in the top of the 4th. Pirates just got their first run of the ball game in the bottom of the 5th, but it was not on a hit. It came on a stolen base to second. We had a runner score from third on a throwdown to second base. And we got a pretty good one. But again, just like we did Tuesday against Locust Grove, we have just left too many men stranded. Alongside of Greg Parrott, Chris Childress, and Michael Penn, I'm Chad Feltman. We're coming to you live inside the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth. Top of the 6th inning. It's turned out to be a really nice night here in Zebulon. It'll be Braden Allen leading it off. 3, 4, 5 spot due up in the order here for the Redskins. Braden Allen so far tonight is 0 for 2, a ground out to shortstop and a fly out to right. He'll be followed by Cooper Davis and then Logan Moss. And they are still facing Allen Majors. First pitch grounded down to third, and it's going to get down the line. Let's see if Allen gets a green light around first. He's got to hold up after a big turn at the bag. Great play out and left by M.T. Moody to get over and cut that ball off and get it back into the infield. So the first pitch in the top of the 6th inning is a double down the third, or excuse me, a single down the third base line. First hit of the ball game for Braden Allen. And it'll bring up the first baseman, Cooper Davis, who is 1 for 2 tonight. He grounded out to the pitcher his first time up, but then had an RBI single that scored Ian Miller his last time up. Left-handed batter at the plate. Runner goes. Pitch is swung on and missed. Throw to second. It's going to be close. Tag is a little late.
Nice shot by Gabe. Straight. I mean, he fired it down to second base.
Yeah, Bowden with a strong throw down to Ivester, the shortstop who was covering the bag, but Allen got a great jump at first.
Yeah. He jumped out on the pitcher.
Jennifer Stiltner, Walker's mom, sent me a picture of Jarrett Morris sliding under the tag at home plate safe.
Here's a bunt attempt, and it's fouled off at the plate. It is 0-2. Wow, what a great photo. Unfortunately, we don't have instant replay here in high school baseball, but based on that picture Chris just showed us, it should be a 2-1 Pike County lead.
Yeah, he got right under it. What a great shot that was. Taken by Jennifer.
0-2 count to Cooper Davis. Runner at second, nobody out in the top of the 6th. We are deadlocked, 1 apiece. Majors is ready. The 0-2 fastball missed high and outside, and there's ball 1. Social Circle, their next game's coming up on Monday. They're going to be back at home to take on Monroe area at 5:30 Monday afternoon. Here comes the 1-2 from Majors. Strike 3 called. Got him with a hook. He
nice.
Absolutely froze Davis. He couldn't take the bat off his shoulder, and there's the first out of the top of the 6th, and that is actually the first strikeout of the game for Allen Majors here in the top of the 6th inning.
Wow.
So 1 down, Runner at second, and here comes the designated hitter, Logan Moss. He is 0 for 2 in the ballgame. Couple of pop-outs, one to second, one to center. Righty-righty matchup, and he'll swing right through a first-pitch curveball. It's 0-1. Well, that's where you love to see him. Start at the knees, finish down around the ankles, and just sweep off the outside corner.
Majors looks just as good here in the 6th as he did in the 1st.
Here's the 0-1. Same pitch, same result. Moss swung right through it, and it's 0-2. I agree, Chris. He's not thrown a lot of pitches tonight. He's only given up 3 hits, 2 walks. He has pitched very well here this evening. And he's ahead 0-2 here to Logan Moss. From the stretch, here it comes. Fastball sliced down the first base line, and it's just foul. Oh, boy, that one did not miss the chalk by much.
No, it sure didn't. It was paint out there, and if it were chalk, some might have flown. It was that close that some chalk might have flown had it been chalked. But it's paint. Nothing flew up. Foul ball.
Keep forgetting we use paint these days. I'm so old, I still think it's chalk down the lines. I should have remembered that before the game when Coach Blake Parrott about got us all high and made us pass out behind home plate after going through 9 cans of white spray paint. It was crazy. Man.
Look, Greg's over there coughing up some white spray paint.
That's how
right
we
now.
felt before the game, Greg. Thought we were at Woodstock or something back in the day. We were over here just high as a kite.
Oh, man, I tell you.
Tickled, man. You got me tickled.
Here comes the 0-2 to Moss. He'll swing right through another curveball, and there's the tag applied by Bowden. And after going 5 innings without a single strikeout, Alan Majors has now recorded back-to-back strikeouts here in the top of the 6th.
How about the hat trick here?
I love it. Let's strike out the side and get out of the inning.
Yeah, I like it how you said high on paint, and Greg's saying we have him tickled.
So here comes the third baseman. 2 outs, runner at second. First pitch on the way. Fastball just missed low and outside. Jake Frazier. You spell his last name Frachisseur, and somehow that comes out to be Frazier.
It's a German name.
There you go. 1-0, fastball, strike on the outside corner. We were trying to pronounce it before the game, and Chris looks over and says, "Oh, y'all, it's Frazier."
It's Frazier.
Thanks.
It's really easy.
Appreciate it.
Frazier.
Frazier.
Yeah, Frazier.
Here comes the 1-1. This one's hit out to the gap, and it's going to be trouble. Say his name however you want, but it's going to get down as an RBI base hit. Coming around to score from second is Braden Allen. And Frazier sends a fastball out toward the gap in right center. Morris gets over there to cut it off. That will hold Frazier to a single. But it's an RBI base hit with 2 outs, and it gives Social Circle a 2-1 lead here in the top of the 6th. I mean, that's just a great piece of hitting. Right-handed batter took a fastball and just threw the barrel of the bat at it. Yeah. Sent it right out there in the gap in right center.
You really hate to see it. I mean, at Majors, this might be his most well-executed inning as far as commanding pitches. Gotten his first 2 strikeouts of the game, and that one was just too good of a pitch.
Well, here's the shortstop, Zach Smallwood. He'll foul a fastball off to the net. Strike 1 so far today. Smallwood is 0 for 2. He has grounded out to the second baseman, Zane Gardner, in both plate appearances. He bats in the 7 hole here in the top of the 6th inning. 2 outs, runner on first. Majors now working out of the stretch for the Pirates. Here's the 0-1. Check swing. He went around, and a great block behind the plate by Gabe Bowden. He's able to keep that ball in front of him and keep the base runner at first. That was a nasty hook.
This is one of the best games I've seen so far this year. As far as pitching, defense, timely hits when we need it.
0-2 count, the stretch, and the pitch. Curveball just missed outside. The catcher Gabe Bowden with a couple of pump fake throws back to the pitcher just to make sure that wasn't called strike 3. It was close.
Man, Majors took a deep breath and blew out. As he throws over to first, man, he thought he had it too.
He's got 2 strikeouts this inning. Runner at first, 2 down in the top of the 6th. Here comes the 1-2. Fastball hit out towards straightaway center. Lyric Scott to his left, and he'll put it away out there in the gap for the 3rd out. So a great inning there by Majors. He strikes out a couple, but an RBI single with 2 outs by Jake Frazier gives the Redskins a 2-1 lead as we go to the bottom of inning number 6.
Top-rate electrical repair and installation can make all the difference in your home or business. That's why you need the best in the business, Enlightening Electric. They're available 24/7, licensed, insured, and bonded, and provide the very best electrical services. See for yourself. Just one click to enlighteningelectric.com will show all the services they offer. Free estimates are also available. Experience and expertise. It's not just electric, it's Enlightening Electric.
Tonight's coverage of Pirate Baseball is being presented in part by Childress and Justice Injury Attorneys. They are also the proud sponsors of our Player of the Game Award. After every single Pirate broadcast, Childress and Justice will give out the award for our Player of the Game, and they will also give out a free meal to Roof's Restaurant right here in Zebulon. Chris Childress is here with us tonight and got a fancy new sign to take out there on the field tonight with that Player of the Game. Looks good.
I like it, man. I tell you what, I asked. So I think it was your idea that I needed to grab one, and it was a great idea, as you usually have those.
Tell my wife that.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm not. She probably won't believe me.
She might listen to you. She likes Michael Penn. Zane Gardner going to lead off the bottom of the sixth. Takes a first pitch curveball outside. It's ball one. It'll be the bottom third of the order here for the Pirates. Zane Gardner, Kobe Ivester, Lyric Scott, 7, 8, 9. And they are facing Jake Frazier, who throws a 1-0 fastball in for a strike to even the count at 1-1.
We should jump all over this pitcher here. He don't have much movement.
1-1 is low and inside and in the dirt, and it's 2-1. Zane Gardner tonight, a single and a ground out over to third. He leads off the bottom of the sixth inning. Good ball game here tonight in Zebulon. 2-1 pitch from Frazier. This one is fouled off, and it's 2-2. Well, what a crowd that has formed here with us tonight. To our right, the Pike County faithful. Got the grandstand slap full. They got the rocking chairs and recliners and campfire chairs all across the cinder block walls to our right. Social Circle's brought a decent crowd here with them this evening. 2-2 misses upstairs, and it's 3-2. We'd love to invite you to come out and join us at our next game coming up Tuesday night. We'll be right back here at the Jack. 6 p.m. first pitch. Upson Lee is going to make the short trip from Thomaston. 3-2 pitch. Foul tipped into the mitt, and there's strike three. Garner chased ball four up around the letters. Couldn't lay off that fastball. And there's the first out for the Pirates here in the bottom of the sixth inning.
I was really hoping we'd get that leadoff running on right there.
Going to bring up Kobe Ivester, the shortstop. He is 0 for 2 in the ball game. Right-handed batter, batting eighth in the lineup. First pitch, off speed, just about hit him, and it's 1-0. Ivester had that swinging bunt right back to the pitcher earlier in the ball game. They got Samaje Smith checked up and thrown out, or tagged out, trying to score from third. As he takes a 1-0 curveball outside, it's 2-0.
Good take there by Ivester.
He has had trouble taking those curveballs this season. If anybody's got the scouting report on 16, they know what to throw them. Here comes the 2-0. Fastball at the knees, and it was a beauty. Inside corner, called a strike. It's 2-1. Lyric Scott, center fielder, is in the on-deck circle to our right. 2-1 to Ivester. Fastball, outside corner. This one's set at the belt, taken for strike two. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the sixth. Pirates at the plate. Frazier working out of the wide. He's ready. The 2-2. Strike three call, and Ivester knew it. Broke him off a curveball, and it absolutely froze Kobe Ivester. And all of a sudden, Jake Frazier is in a groove. He has struck out the last 3 batters he has faced. And now he'll see the number 9 batter, the center fielder, Lyric Scott, with 2 outs. And he fires a first pitch strike to Lyric on a curveball on the outside corner.
Well, I tell you what, talking to Coach Moore before the game for Social Circle, he said Frazier can command pitches, and that's what's happening right now.
Yeah, he is looking really strong. Here comes the 0-1. Another off-speed pitch. That one hits the dirt and bounces about 24 feet up in the air. I measured. That was accurate, 24 feet. I got it, yep.
Guys,
1-1 count.
East Coweta next Thursday.
Yep, the
next
game
Thursday
that we were
away.
supposed to play at 3 today. Here comes the 1-1. There's a fastball high around the letters. Yep, if you're just tuning in, we were supposed to have a doubleheader here today, but the 3 o'clock game was postponed because the field conditions were just too wet. 2-1, and Lyric Scott swings through a good fastball to even the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on, bottom of the sixth. Lyric Scott facing Jake Frazier. Here's the wind in the 2-2, and it just missed outside.
Get on. Just get on.
And if he gets on, we're back to the top of the order with Walker Stiltner. Payoff pitch. Here it is, the 3-2. And there's ball 4. He one-hopped it to the plate.
Man, how he laid off of that, I do not know. He leaned over the plate as he watched it, the curveball dive across it. Man, what a take to get him to first base to get back to the top of the lineup, and Walker Stiltner.
Second time tonight, Lyric Scott has been able to draw a walk, and now we are back to the leadoff batter with 2 outs. Here's Walker Stiltner. A couple of fly outs to center, and he walked his last time up. Snap throw back to first, and boy, Lyric just did get back.
That was close.
Great move by Frazier before he even came set for his delivery. He just popped off the mound and fired a strike to first. There goes Lyric. First pitch fastball's downstairs. Throw to second is off the mark, and a diving stop at the bag. Heck of a play out there at second base for Social Circle by Braden Allen.
It would not have mattered if the ball was dead on the bag. Scott stole that by a mile.
Yeah, but if that ball gets 5 feet away from Allen, it's going to let Lyric take off to third. Frazier in the stretch. Here comes the 1-0. Low and outside. It gets away from the catcher. Throw down to third. Not in time. It's off the glove of the third baseman. Lyric broke for home and then stopped. He wanted to come take a chance and score, but Coach Parrott was down there and did everything he could except throw a belt around him to keep him on the bag.
Can't get your third out at home.
Nope, never.
Well, Lyric Scott on 2 pitches has gone from first to third as Walker Stiltner now looks at a 2-0 count. Tying run for the Pirates 90 feet away here in the bottom of the 6th.
Secondary lead is real important right here.
Yeah.
Wild pitch, you got to be ready.
Arguably the best bat we got in the lineup in a situation.
Takes a strike upstairs. It's 2-1 on a curveball. Walker Stiltner, leadoff batter at the plate. Lyric Scott, the tying run for the Pirates at third, bottom of the 6th inning. We're down 1. Here's the 2-1. Low and inside, and it pops away for a moment from the catcher, Corey Lilly, but he's able to pick it up and find it. Scott has to stay at third, and now this pitch for Stiltner, it's got to be absolutely perfect. He's got a 3-1 count. Tying run is down at third. Frazier works out of the stretch. The kick, here it comes, and there is ball 4. Missed with a fastball just below the knees. And after striking out 3 straight batters, the pitcher, Drake Frazier, has now walked.
Poked the ball over towards the right field. Now he's got Walker at second and Lyric at third. Prime opportunity to score 2 on another oppo hit from Jarrett.
1-2, and there is ball 2. Fastball low and outside, called a ball. The catcher, Corey Lilly, popped up and was heading toward home plate along with the entire right side of the infield, but the pitch is called a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Well, Jarrett got a gift last time with the miss by the catcher.
Here's the pitch, and this one's hit hard over to second, but it's right to Braden Allen. And 2 more runners are going to be stranded here for the Pirates. That is now 10 base runners stranded in the ballgame. The Pirates get runners at second and third, but cannot cash in. We go to the top of the 7th inning. It's a 2-1 ball game. Social Circle leading the Pirates here at the Jack.
The President's Day sale event is going on now at Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Jackson. And we're celebrating by offering savings up to $13,000 off select 2025 Jeep Wranglers. Qualified buyers can even lease a new 2025 Jeep Gladiator for as little as $299 a month. Be sure to shop our huge online inventory at CountrysideAutomotive.com. And let's find your new ride at Countryside. I-75, exit 205 and Highway 16 in Jackson, Georgia.
Well, tonight's game here at Pike County High School is being presented in part by one of our brand new partners in 2026. And, of course, being John Shepard and the team at Southern Cross. Southern Cross builds luxury gunite pools, spas, and outdoor living spaces, including pool houses, pavilions, pergolas, outdoor kitchens, pavers, retaining walls, and they even offer landscaping. They're a turnkey company starting with design all the way to completion. Hey, big thank you to John Shepard and the crew at Southern Cross Company, one of our newest partners here in 2026. As we go to the top of the 7th inning, Chris Childress, we got a new pitcher in the ballgame for the Pirates.
Man, I am glad to see this young man on the mound. This is Jordan Camp. Jordan was in the scrimmage game, played scrimmage game against Stars Mill preseason, and as he was running down the first in preseason game, he went down and grabbed his hammy, and it really looked like that we had lost Jordan for the season the way that he was down. Turned out to be just a little sore hamstring. He's sat out. Now the first 4 or 5 games, he's back. Jordan's going to pump some fastballs in. The righty, strong kid. He's going to look at the 8, 9, and 1 for Social Circle.
Well, again, the big story here tonight at the Jack, the Pirates have stranded 10 runners on base. It is 2-1 Social Circle. And we are going to the top of the 7th inning. Again, Jordan Camp, the righty, is the new pitcher. Heck of an effort tonight by the starter for Pike County, Alan Majors. He goes 6. Had a great night this evening. Leading it off is going to be the center fielder, Barrett Bramlett. Grounded out to third and walked. It'll be 8-9-1 due up here for the Redskins in the top of the 7th, who lead by 1. Cam going to work out of the wind. The righty is ready. Cock sideways a little bit out there on the rubber. He'll back up, and here comes the first pitch of the 7th. High fastball just about got a piece of Bramlett. And there's ball 1. For Social Circle, they got 1 in the 4th and 1 in the 6th. Pirates got 1 in the 5th. Camp's ready. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. This one is jacked out the straightaway center. Long run for Lyric Scott, and he makes it look easy. Lyric Scott on his horse with a long way to run. Out to the fence in straightaway center, leaps. It makes a catch for the first out here in the top of the 7th. What a play, Lyric Scott. Let's go ahead and award that our play of the game here tonight. Great way to start the top of the 7th with some great leather for the Pirates. Keeps the leadoff man off, and we're down to the bottom of the order. Jake Blankenship is at the plate. Nobody on, 1 out. Jordan Kemp out of the line. First pitch. There's a good fastball at the knees, but wow, just a little off the plate, I'm guessing. Greg Parrott, you had a good look at it over there.
It was.
Greg nods and says yes. All right. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. This one a little check swing off the handle over in front of the Pike County fans to our right at the on-deck circle. Boy, they have packed the place out here tonight. Great crowd at the Jack. On a great night, 75 degrees when we first started. Still feels pretty warm out here. 1-1 count. Camp out of the wind. Here it comes. Curveball, a little outside, and there's ball 2. Next ball game for the Pirates, Tuesday night. We are right back here at home. We'll take on the Upson Lee Knights at 6 p.m. We'd love for you to come out and join us. Here's the 2-1. High and tight. There's ball 3. It'll be the only meeting of the season between Pike County and Upson Lee this year. Sure we'll have a pretty decent crowd from Thomaston. Here comes the 3-1 from Camp. This one's chopped at the plate. Going to be tough. Camp over towards second. Slow roller. Here comes the throw to first, and in time.
Zane
boy,
Garner.
oh boy, what a play by Zane Gardner. That ball was just dying in the grass. It hit right off the top of the plate. Over the head of the pitcher, Camp. And Zane came. I tell you, Zane has had a great night defensively here this evening.
Oh, my goodness.
How many putouts has he had?
I'm sitting here
6 or
just
7 at least.
for sure.
shaking my head at Zane Garner and the conversation I had with him yesterday. He's He's a front runner so far, and I'm excited to share that story here in a few.
Top of the order, Garrett Brooks, the leadoff batter, takes a first pitch curveball for a strike. 0 for 2 tonight. He did reach on an error in his last at bat. Here's the 0-1 from Camp. Ball 1. Greg Parrott just showed me the temperature. We're sitting at 68 degrees. Still a very pleasant night here at the Jack and Zebulon. Wonder where Chris Childress is buying dinner tonight. That's what we ought to be finding out.
I saw a good dish on special tonight at Corner Cafe.
Is that right?
Corner Cafe sounds like a good one. You know, the boys usually land either at the billiards or over at El Mariachi. You could probably find them there after the game.
Here's the 2-1. Fastball strike on the outside corner. Is El Mariachi, is that what right beside your law firm?
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right beside it. Used to be a Hardee's back years and years ago, and it's become El Mariachi. It's a great spot to eat.
2-2, swung on and missed in the dirt. It's picked up by Bowden. He will tag Brooks, and that will do it for Social Circle in the top of the 7th inning. Nice 1-2-3 effort by Jordan Kemp. Keeps the Pirates in the game. We're going to the bottom of the 7th. We need 1 to tie, 2 to win. This is Pike County Pirate Baseball live with K13 Media.
Ever thought the day would come where you could apply for a mortgage from the comfort of your living room or home office? In as little as 20 minutes, you can apply online with our new online mortgage center. So visit our website and apply today. We're an equal housing lender. First Bank of Pike. Together we grow. Member FDIC. Online at firstbankofpike.com.
Welcome y'all to Buckner's Family Restaurant. Around here, we're nothing fancy, but we are a place where family and friends gather around for some good old Southern joy. Come on over and experience the all-you-can-eat Southern cooking served on one of our Lazy Susan tables. There's something special about enjoying a meal with friends and family. The good times even happen outside our doors as you smile and play games while you wait or pick up a meal for the family from our online ordering and curbside to go. So come on out and bring your family and friends for a true Southern experience at Buckner's Family Restaurant.
Time for a walk-off here tonight in Zebulon. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Heart of the order for the Pirates. M.T. Moody will lead it off. And he'll take a first pitch curveball for a strike. It's 0-1. 3-4-5 for the Pirates here in the 7th. Moody foul tips a fastball into the mitt for strike 2. MT walked his first time up, and then he grounded out to third his last 2 plate appearances. MT Moody, Cooper Brown, Sawyer Selman. The 0-2 just missed downstairs a little below the knees. Man, oh man, that could have gone either way.
Well, fortunately, man, it went our way. Let's see if we can do something with that.
Brings the count to 1-2. Frazier's ready. And MT Moody barely fought off a curveball right in front of the plate to stay alive. MT Moody, Cooper Brown, Sawyer Selman. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning, and we're down 2-1. We need a run to tie. We need 2 to win.
Well, we're in the meat of our lineup, 3, 4, and 5.
Here's the 1-2 to Moody. Fastball outside at the belt, and it's 2-2. Again, the big story tonight, the Pirates have stranded 10 base runners. 10. 2-2. Frazier with a pitch. Downstairs in the dirt. Good eye by MT not to bite at that curveball, and now he's run the count full. Boy, how big would it be to get the leadoff man on here in the 7th? MT Moody, the leadoff batter, digs in. Frazier out of the wind. The payoff pitch. Here it is. Strike 3 call. Got him to look at a fastball, inner half of the plate, right at the knees. And down goes MT Moody for the first out in the bottom of the 7th inning. That is the 4th strikeout for Frazier. And now to bring up the first baseman, Cooper Brown. Strikeout, ground out, and then reached on a throwing error at third his last time up. Looking for his first hit of the ball game.
Yeah, he struck out and hit the ball to third 2 times tonight.
Takes a first pitch curveball up around the letters, and there's ball 1. His last time up, he lined one down to third. Able to reach on the throwing error to first. Here comes the 1-0. Foul tipped into the mitt. Fastball at the letters. He was a little behind, and it's 1-1. Cooper Brown, the cleanup batter. First baseman here for the Pirates.
Well, he has it in that bat to send one deep.
1-1. Oh, boy. There's a makeup call for the Redskins. The catcher set up outside. The fastball came inside. He had to reach back across the plate, but he framed it for strike 2.
You know, it's been really interesting. The flag is just dead silent out in center field.
1-2 fastball missed high and outside.
And this is a park that's really known for having a strong right to left, out, blowing out to left field, blowing out center wind.
Well, it's not blowing right now. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, a changeup. Inside corner, and down goes Cooper Brown for the second out, and now the Pirates are down to their final hope. It's going to be the designated hitter, Sawyer Selman, 2 outs, nobody on, here in the bottom of the 7th. Righty on lefty. First pitch to Selman is outside, and there's ball one. He has walked twice tonight and singled his last time up. Jake Frazier trying to shut it down for the Redskins. 1-0, bounces across the plate, and it's 2-0. Again, the Pirates have had chances tonight. We have stranded 10 base runners, had a runner thrown out at home. 2-0, one hops the plate. Boy, there was a fastball that barely cleared the grass in front of home plate, and it's 3-0. There's no way right here. If you're Sawyer Selman, you might as well just put the bat on the ground. 3-0 count, 2 outs, 2-1 in the bottom of the 7th. Frazier's ready with the wind, and there is ball 4. 4-pitch walk puts the tying run on first, and it'll bring up Gabe Bowden. Bowden tonight has tapped out to the pitcher, grounded out to first, and struck out looking. He was the first strikeout of the night that Jake Frazier was able to record.
That is Sawyer Selman's 3rd walk tonight.
He is the tying run at first base. 2 outs in the 7th. First pitch, swung on and missed. A home run cut by Bowden, but he was over the top of a good curveball, and it's 0-1. Gabe Bowden, the Pirate catcher, trying to tie it or win it.
I think that was a slider coming in.
0-1, grounded out towards short on 2 hops. Throw to second is in time for the force. And that is going to do it here tonight. Gabe Bowden hit it hard, but he hit it right to the shortstop, Zach Smallwood. And that is it for tonight's ball game. Your final score, Social Circle 2, Pike County 1. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back and wrap it up from the Jack right after this.
Some people just prefer a pre-owned vehicle over a new vehicle, and that's perfectly fine with us at the Countryside Pre-Owned Supercenter in downtown Jackson. Cars, trucks, vans, Jeeps, SUVs, we've got them. Financing or cash cars. Sometimes we've even got campers, boats, jet skis, and motorcycles. If pre-owned is your thing, then stop by and see us Monday through Saturday at the Countryside Pre-Owned Supercenter, located next to Piggly Wiggly in downtown Jackson.
Ever thought the day would come where you could apply for a mortgage from the comfort of your living room or home office? In as little as 20 minutes, you can apply online with our new online mortgage center. So visit our website and apply today. We're an equal housing lender. First Bank of Pike. Together we grow. Member FDIC. Online at firstbankofpike.com.
Roofing, gutters, concrete, fencing, siding, and painting. That's just a sample of the services offered by Advanced Roofing and Interiors. Advanced Roofing and Interiors is also a Master Elite certified company. Only 2% of all roofing companies in the U.S. can say that. They also offer the best warranties in the business. 25 years on labor, 50-year manufacturer warranties. If you need work done around your home, office, or church, go with the best. Advanced Roofing and Interiors.
Well, we got a final here tonight at the Jack in Zebulon. Social Circle has come to town, and in a nail-biter, they have defeated the Pike County Pirates by a final of 2-1. As we welcome you back inside the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth alongside of Greg Parrott, Chris Childress, and Michael Penn. I'm Chad Feltman. Story here tonight, men left on base for the Pirates. We left 10 men on base here tonight. Tough night. Had one runner thrown out trying to score from third at home plate, and then had another runner tagged out as he was called in between third and home on a swinging bunt back to the pitcher. So, Greg Parrott, 10 men left on base and 2 men gunned down and tagged out trying to come home from third.
Well, that's plagued us for 3 or 4 games now, leaving runners on bases. Bases loaded. Timely hitting is what we got to work on right now. Other than that, our defense looked good tonight, especially Zane Garner. The pitching was good. Majors pitched a phenomenal game. And then Camp come in, and he did great too. But we just come up just a little short. And I'm sure Coach Parrott out there right now is telling our guys, we played a good game, guys.
Yeah, that was a very, very clean game. Only one error for each team here tonight, and the error for the Pirates was a just kind of a bad luck play in center field when Lyric Scott got his cleats stuck in the wet and muddy grass out there. And other than that, a very clean defensive game for both teams. But again, it's Social Circle who wins tonight's contest by the final of 2-1. All right, right now we got to give out our Player of the Game award. It is presented by Childress and Justice. We have a Pike County Pirate getting ready to get a free meal to Ruth's Restaurant here in downtown Zebulon. And here to tell us who our Player of the Game is tonight, it is Mr. Chris Childress himself.
Man, it's really cool when things happen a couple days prior or whatever, and you have conversations with kids and you see the fire in their eyes, and you know that they're coming and they're wanting to lock in and they're wanting to step up big for their team. And then after you have that conversation, you come out to the park and they do what they said they were going to do. They don't talk about it, they are about it. I'm going to tell you that Greg Parrott came on tonight and he said what everybody knew that was in Pirates Nation is we had to clean up the defense. We had to get the laces tightened on the gloves. And one would think that when you talk about errors and you're going to talk them up and they're going to happen. Again, other than the fluke out in center field, clean game. Stiltner had a great play over at third. Kobe looked really good at shortstop. Lyric made a great play out in center field. But tonight, the kid that I'm talking about that I spoke at the press box is Zane Garner. Zane had 6 putouts tonight. And let me tell you, a selfless kid. This has been the most buntingest kid we've had on the team in the bottom of the lineup, and he did it again tonight. He got on a bunt, but out at second base, he looked great. And those 6 putouts, he's played it off in the grass. He played some plays with runners. Ian Miller jumping over a ball at second base. He went out into the outfield and caught a ball. And then there was 2 really close 6-4 threes that could have happened as Zane was trying to turn it over at second. Could not have asked for better leather than what we saw from Zane Garner. He is the Childress and Justice Player of the Game.
Congratulations to Zane. Once again, he'll get that free meal to Ruth's Restaurant. Chris Childress is on his way out to the outfield. He's got a new sign, and he's about to go grab the photo with Zane here this evening. Tonight for Social Circle, 2 runs on 4 hits, 1 error. For the Pirates, 1 run on 4 hits and 1 error. It doesn't get much more even and balanced than that. But again, the big story that will linger after this one, 10 men left on base tonight for Pike County. Pirates drop to 1-5 overall on the season. Social Circle improves to 5-2. And that'll take us to our next game coming up on Tuesday night. We'll be right back here at the Jack, 6 p.m. start as we welcome the Upson Lee Knights here to Pike County High School. One final time tonight for Greg Parrott, Chris Childress, and Michael Penn. I'm Chad Feltman. Thank you for joining us. Final score, Social Circle 2, Pike County 1. Hope you have a great weekend. We'll talk to you again Tuesday night, right back here at the Jack at 6 p.m. for more Pike County Pirate Baseball.